Bro, let me tell you. This is literally the first presidential debate that I've sat through. And I must say that Trump got dog walked. Trump got literally dog walked the whole time during that presidential debate, bro. I feel like, bro, Kamala Harris, Trump was operating in his femininity, bro. Ain't that what a lot of dudes in the red pill space say when they be talking to, like, beta men, I guess, even though they are the beta men because they always talking about women. Ain't that kind of weird, right? That the beta men talking about beta men. Anyway, but Trump got dog walked, bro. Tell me how he didn't get dog walked. Trump, all he was doing was yelling. He couldn't answer any questions. It kept getting derailed because that's what he does. He just talks around in circles. So this guy, what's going on, Stacey? So this guy just lost. I literally did not think that she would be able to hold her ground against a man who talks in literal circles, who talks into a black hole, bro. He talk a black hole out of existence, bro. He is literally the center of gravity when he keeps opening his mouth. He's all suction, fam. Like just all everything. Trump got dog walked. And you know the funny part is, a lot of y'all still gonna vote for that nigga. You know the funny part is, a lot of men tomorrow are going to say that Kamala Harris was lying. But literally after the presidential debate, the people were saying that Trump was being fact checked 1,000 times. You know, Trump lost when he said they're eating cats. I didn't have to hear no more, fam. I didn't have to hear no more, fam. Because it started off 50-50. But then when Trump said they're eating cats, I was like, this debate is over. I didn't even have to watch the whole debate, bro. Because when he said that, it was over with. Trump got dog walked. Kamala Harris was a man. Kamala Harris was a man literally today because she stepped into her mask. No, you know what? Forget that. We're not even going to spend that. Her just being a real woman and walking in her femininity, as people like to say. Her just being Kamala Harris got the job done up there. Had Donald Trump looking like a boy. Like a boy, a overgrown sack of nothing. And y'all gonna sit here and say something. Y'all gonna say something. I cannot believe this. Good job, Kamala Harris. Because I honestly thought that Kamala Harris was gonna get dog walked. I thought that dude was gonna be. I thought that this snake was gonna be able to just run through her. Just run through her and have her shaking in her boots. But she stood all 10 toes down and made that white boy, not white man, white boy, look foolish. Good job, Kamala. But you're still going to lose. You're still going to lose. You know why? Because they don't care, Kamala. White America doesn't care. Majority of them. You know what? I'm going to have faith. Actually, no, I can't even say that. Kamala. I ain't being no disrespect. I understand what you're saying. I get it, but hey, Kamala. See, look. There go one of them things in the comments. There go one of them things. What does her race have to do with anything about Trump getting dog walked, ma'am? CC, you bringing up her race or her fake race, and you want to talk about that, but you won't talk about the fact that your savior got dog walked. Talking about he's a strong man. See, literally, what would have happened is if I would have got those two people in the same room, and I would stop the war because I'm Donald Trump. I would stop the war because I'm Donald Trump. Okay, I would sit these two people down and negotiate a treaty because the war would have never happened if it was under me. Bruh, you trying to bring up the race card. That's what y'all do. Y'all see this man get dog walked on national television. Now you want to talk about race. Miss me with that. CC, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, CC. Just stop. Just stop. Go ahead and get on get. Go ahead, get on get. If her dad Jamaican. What more do you want? Now that's not black enough. Honestly, what is black enough considered to you people? Considered to some of y'all, I mean, but I love how she just Donald Trump kept wanting to go back to the past. That was her whole thing. You want to go back to the past, and you got to keep slandering people. You can't just answer a question. Donald Trump couldn't answer one. I'm talking about one question, bro. One question, fam. This lady in office. Hold on. What? This lady in office, if she was what? This lady's in office. If she was going to do something, she would have been done. Ma'am, would you like to come up? Take your page off private and come on up and talk to me. Okay, and Donald Trump was in office and he didn't do anything. He didn't do a lot of the stuff that he said he was going to do. And she's the vice president, not the president, fool. Some of y'all don't even know how government works. You know what? I ain't gonna talk like that. I'm be nice. I'm trying to be nice, fam. The point is, Kamala Harris just dog walked your boy. Why do y'all like Donald Trump so much, bro? This dude couldn't even answer a question, fam. Kamala. Miss me with that nonsense. Don't come in here being soft. Ashlyn. I'm just playing Ashlyn. I know who you are. But out of respect, I will say it the right way. Kamala. I'm gonna keep saying Kamala Harris. Right. And all she did was lie. What? What did she lie about, fam? What did she lie about? I mean, just give. You got 4 followers. You got 4 followers, fam. What did she lie about? Bro, it's always I'm not trying to be mean. But it's always the Trump told for it. Trump lied since he walked on the stage. You know, they showed the handshake because I usually cut off the debates right then and there. When it's done. But they showed the handshake. This woman literally was more of a man than he was. There was only twice that I saw that Kamala got out of character. Twice. And I watched the whole live. When she interrupted him twice as he was talking, and the first time Trump said, "Excuse me, I'm talking," then she did it again later in the live, and he said, "Please, excuse me," right? And Trump didn't interrupt her, which I have to say that I have to say I am thoroughly surprised. Cool. Now, but the whole time Trump was in his feelings. Your boy was operating in his femininity. Kay says Trump. Why do you say Trump? Did you watch the debate, Kay? Did you watch the debate, Kay? After that debate, I can't say I don't know. How can you say Trump? Somebody says she won, bro. Rent going up 7K. Bro, inflation does not automatically apply to the president, fam. One thing you will never win is a debate with bro, her face when she was looking at that man. I was making jokes on YouTube talking about like because I'm live on there right now too. But on my last live, I was making jokes like when a woman looks at you like this and doesn't say anything, bro, you lost. Take the L. Trump needed a black man, vice president, fam. I would have been. Hey, listen, when she looks at you like this, shut up. Just stop talking. You're lying. Okay? Because she wasn't even entertained or threatened by this man at all, bro. She was like, She was looking at that man like a son, or like a delusional boy, like just. And then at one point, Kamala was trying not to curse him out because she was like this. And I caught it. I was like, she trying so hard not to curse this man out. Not to curse this man out, fam. And I caught it. I was like, ooh, because it was stuck on her lips for like 15 seconds. She was like, rubbing her lips back, like like she was about to let loose. And it's just funny. She got mad because Trump spoke the truth. What are you talking about? Trump didn't speak not one truth, but many lies. Y'all dudes, this is what I don't understand. I guarantee you're part of. Y'all will literally watch something. Some of y'all people will literally watch something and go, like, it could be fact check. Nuh-uh. What you mean, Trump? This man don't like CC. Take your page off private, baby. CC, baby. Take your page off private and come up and talk to me, fam. If you believe Kamala won that, wait, what? What did this dude just say? If you believe Kamala won that, I question your educational level or your education level. You question mine. You question mine. You question my education level. When they were literally fact checking Trump. Trump said the people were eating cats. What are you talking about? Trump said the people were eating. They're over here eating cats and eating dogs. And y'all dudes will be like, oh, that's right. That's right. What are we talking about? But you to question mine. Did you even watch the debate? America's doomed, bro. America's doomed, bro. Throw the whole country away, bro. Throw the whole country away. And you know what? And Donald Trump will win because of people like you. Because he goes for the trailer trash of the society, or he goes for the dumb delusional people of every race, and they just, I'm going to vote for Trump. Some of y'all, yes, I said trailer trash. Just like in my community, we have degenerate terms too. What are you talking about? I can't say, y'all became so sensitive. Every Caucasian person is not a trailer trash, and you can apply trailer trash to anybody. Just trash. Let me call to you people real quick. Donald Trump goes for trash people because trash people are delusional. He goes for dumb people, and dumb people vote for him. A lot of dumb people. Okay, sorry, maybe that makes it better. There's dumb people in my race too that would literally say that he won the debate. What are you mad at? What are you mad at? Like literally, like, bro, get your panties. Get your panties out your bunch. You'll be all right. Stop being sensitive. I thought we was masculine. I thought we was men. I thought we was, misogynistic and patriarchal. Masculine. Hyper masculine. Right? All right then. Democrat. I'm not even a Democrat, fool. You even my followers and my mods know that I hold on to conservative values, right? You do know that, right? But you're getting mad at me because I'm being logical in this and saying that Trump lost. This is the problem with some of you people. You can't admit when you take an L. He took an L, bro. Sorry, I don't know what you want. Trump took a W. If any people who think Trump won Please come up. First, I'm going to accept Sky Mosiak's request real quick. If you think that Trump won, send your request. Tell me, how did he win? Because they fact checked everything that he said. He got caught in so many lies. What is wrong with y'all idiots? What did he win? Go ahead, Sky. I'm sorry. In my dream. Oh boy, they come out the woodworks, huh? Go ahead, Sky. My bad. She won the debate.
Everything. I think you're hitting everything on the head. I watched the debate myself. And, all the questions that Trump was asked, he kind of speeded through. He never answered it in its entirety. And people need to look at that. No questions he answered. And then he wanted to take it back to Biden. And that is not who he is running against. And the major thing is that he's totally confused about who he is running against now. But I knew that Kamala was going to eat him alive and come with some strategic facts, and she did. And, it just amazes me how this country is still very torn when Trump tried to stage a coup. And not only that, police officers lost their lives that day. And everything that he has done is kind of like glazed over and looked over. And they were even talking about the Pentagon earlier today, certain secrets that they don't find comfortable with sharing with him and enlightening him. And he knows for a fact, if he gained office, that he's definitely going to pull out of Ukraine. He's going to give Russia the full go ahead to do what they need to do. So, we need to look at the total. I'm not red, I'm not blue. I'm just looking at the best man for the job right now. And nobody, I've questioned this on many people, it was no better when he was in office. And those that think that it was, they're totally telling a lie. Coming from a medical standpoint, I'm a retired nurse now, but a lot of people lost their jobs lost their lives during COVID. Trump failed to realize how devastating, how toxic the disease was and how many effects it can affect the human race. And because he spent so much time calling it a lie, he totally speeded fast, which cost people a lot of lives.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to look at
Can you shut the fuck
aspects.
up when people are talking? Don't start that shit in my life. Like I didn't interrupt this lady the whole time, and you come in asking. Scott, finish what you were saying, because I didn't interrupt anyone, and you came in interrupting. So Scott, if you weren't done, continue talking.
No, I didn't mean to monologue. Let's finish.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I do apologize for that. I tried to be respectful, and you're absolutely right for correcting me. My question was, how many people have been unalive from COVID in the Biden administration, but there was no lockdown?
Talk about what was talked about in the debate. So how did you think Trump won the debate?
I think that Trump won the debate
How?
only if a person, because whenever they asked Kamala Harris, they said, "You're so against the terrorists,
Mm-hmm.
right? That Trump put out there, and how bad they are. Why didn't you withdraw any of them the entire time you guys been in office? Why are they all still in place?"
So if you want to do comparisons go ahead.
And when they asked her the question, this is where she loses the debate. I think she won the debate on tactics, but she loses the debate on policy. Because if you're paying attention, they say, well, why didn't you guys reverse any of the Trump tariffs if they were so bad?
Mm-hmm.
It's a question that she can't answer. And she goes and she skirts around it, but she won it on points.
Why didn't Trump? Wait, what was the points? Why didn't Trump answer any questions? The same thing can be said on the other side. Trump didn't answer anything, but every time, and I watched the whole thing. Matter of fact, I have no problem even playing the whole live fucking back. That's how real I am. I'll put this mug in Studio Row and we can watch it together.
We can go through it, brother. I'm the patient one.
Literally, what he didn't answer any question. He said to stop the war. To stop the war, he would get these two people in a room. After they asked them 3 times, sit them down and try to get a negotiation done. Literally, that was his solution. Oh, like these two people from Ukraine and Russia are just going to sit in the fucking room and then work this thing out because Trump is in office. Because Trump said so. Because Trump is that masculine. That was the one question that he did answer. He didn't answer any other questions. Every time they asked him a specific question, he kept talking for 15 minutes. And they had to keep asking him question after question after, like, Trump, that's not what we said. Trump, that's not what we said. So if you're saying, so a debate, you have to answer the questions. The dude got steamrolled. Now, the only thing that I would say Kamala lost on is the fact that she did not concede to 9-month abortions. She needed to concede on that because that was stupid.
I didn't think she would do that. And she didn't have to.
That was the only thing that she should have conceded on.
But I think she missed that point just because she assumes that everybody knows. Just like when Trump brought up the stuff about
I don't think she did, because the way she answered, she literally tried to run over that question. So if we're going to be balanced here,
bro, I don't even think Democrat, bro. I'm a Bernie crap, dog. They don't believe in 9 months. They don't believe in that. Like,
they should have answered she should have answered the question. That means you're supposed to when a person asks you a question, you don't ramble. Kamala didn't ramble. She answered point by point. So I'm saying in a debate,
the best we've ever heard her speak.
In a debate, and not only that, did you see the handshake at the beginning?
I was happy to see that too.
Who was the one who walked in with the masculine energy, being respectful?
I think that both of them, for real. If anybody want to get back to like, when are we going to see a normal election again? This is the most normal scene to me since even when Bush stole the election from Gore. They are actually debating. They are on 2 different platforms, and they're both putting their ideas out.
Okay, so when it comes to the debate, the point of a debate is to answer questions and not ramble. So when I'm saying when a person won the debate, because a person was simply avoiding questions or running away and just yelling the whole time, Kamala takes the W.
Do you feel like Kamala took the W whenever they went into the question about the tariffs?
Not on specific points, I think she takes an L. But I think majority of the points, Trump took an L because he wouldn't answer a fucking question. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't answering anything. I don't understand how y'all can look at something, see a man go off on a tangent 1,000 times, right? 1,000 times. And the people that's the moderators have to keep asking the question over and over and over again. And he still never answers. And y'all say Trump won.
May I make the point now?
Go ahead.
That everybody that's in the spirit, in the political spirit, who's paying attention to it, right, is receiving a certain amount of data, whether we're on TikTok or YouTube or reading articles, right? We're all receiving different information. We trust the sources that we trust. And if we're seeing the stories that are put out in front of us that are not making it to liberal media, because let's not pretend like media doesn't have a bias.
Oh,
so what you may see may confirm your bias, but that doesn't mean it's the only information available.
Brother, I'm not talking about other information outside of scopes. In this debate alone,
she answered her base. That's what she did.
She answered what?
Her base. She answered her base. Both of them
answered all the questions. When the first questions were flipped to the other side, she answered the questions. Trump did not answer a single question. I gave you one thing that he answered. That's it. He only had one answer for something, was to get 2 people in the room and then come up with an agreement.
When he spoke about inflation.
All he literally said was, it's been the worst group of inflation. And inflation doesn't directly correlate to who's in office. It does not directly correlate. I don't even understand. Do people even know how fucking inflation works?
Do we acknowledge that this inflation is price gouging? Because that's a Democrat platform now.
Mm-hmm. Do we acknowledge
that? Now they acknowledge now that it's price gouging. That's why profits are up so high.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't play like that for 3.5 years, and Trump pointed that out.
So what policies do you think that Trump has? This matter of fact, this man didn't even have a plan for healthcare. He basically said, "Get me in office, then I will have one." For 9 years, he didn't have a plan. Kamala had a plan.
What was her plan?
So we didn't watch the same debate.
No, we did watch the same debate. What was her plan?
We didn't watch the same debate.
No, because of the
go ahead and say it, Diamond. Say it. Go ahead.
Can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You know, here's the thing: is that whoever you decide to like, that's the picture that you're going to paint. That person did the best. But if you're going to go on the facts, and who didn't answer the questions, it was clear that Trump could not get his words together. He was babbling. He was trying to come up with something on the fly that was to appease his fan base. And that's the bottom line of it. Now, I'm not going to piss somebody off when I say this. This has a lot to do with Black men not wanting a Black female in power. You seem more have a problem with that issue than who is the best man for the job. Okay, and that's really how I feel about it, because you cannot go back and think about what Trump actually did, not only for the Black population, or what he did for the world population. That shouldn't be allowed. He also he wants to cancel out FBI, mostly because they are the ones that interrogate him and investigate him, and so it's a lot of things that he's doing as totally retaliation from him not winning the first time. And when you have a president that's going into office that wants to retaliate against all the people that you felt done him wrong, he's going to waste a lot of time doing that.
Listen, when it comes to who answered questions, who didn't, I think Kamala answered questions. I think Trump rambled. And I think when it comes to who got more self-control in it and who's best qualified for the job based on character and stature, whether I believe in her policies or not, definitely going to go with Kamala in this one. Now, I don't know if we're going to have a second debate, but if we do, we'll see how that goes. I called Kamala out on her character flaw. She interrupted Donald Trump twice. Donald Trump didn't interrupt her at all. So I'm calling out both sides. But in this whole debate, who was answering questions, who wasn't deflecting, who wasn't going on in circles and circles and circles and circles and keep saying, "Oh, this over there, that look at what they're doing. Look at Biden, bro. That Biden not even your opponent, fam. Kamala is. Talk about what Kamala is."
When Trump, how Kamala said she'll do a thing and how she flip-flops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tells people what they'll do when they get elected. And he brought up the fact that they promised they'd forgive student loans. That's how the election got ran on, right? Biden also promised he was going to build. Did
student loans not get? Did some student loans not get cleared?
They always do. Those are always the rules. If you're a public servant for 10 years, everybody that's been to college knows these rules. So we can't sit there and claim those.
Wasn't there? So wait a minute. So when they said that, wasn't there some college that they got cleared? They sent out.
That's the reason why folks are leaving the Democrat Party, because we're tired of technicalities, bro. How do you go from Bernie to Trump?
How do I go from who? Not even, bro. You're literally. So when you say that's why people are leaving the Democratic Party, nigga, I'm a right winger. What are you talking about? I literally am a conservative. I have conservative views. I'm literally being balanced because y'all don't want to admit that the nigga lost the debate because he wouldn't answer any damn questions. That's how you lose the debate, by not answering anything.
Totally. I felt like she answered questions better than she did because she never answered a single question. All she did was give
This is
word
crazy.
soup and word salad.
This is
What the fuck? He gave word salad.
You've been a
The
Trump
nigga was
fan.
screaming circles seven.
Become a Trump fan.
I can't, bro. The dude was yelling in circles. The dude was yelling in circles the whole fucking time. What are you talking about? We can literally watch how he literally does not answer a question. Listen here. You got the worst inflation, the worst everything. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Because of this and because the dude would never answer a question. I don't understand how you can hear something and then say he didn't do it.
He didn't fall into any trap, and that's what folks are going to be mad about. He didn't play into.
He did fall into a trap when he said people are eating cats. What the fuck did that have to do?
Bro, we're watching the videos. We're over here on Telegram. We're seeing videos that they don't show on social media. Like, that's how we knew what was going on in Palestine. Because on Telegram, it's not censored. We're seeing videos that are not out in public.
Look, when it comes to Palestine, he issued a statement and he said verbatimly, we do not care what the United States say what we are going to do in our country. We are going to do what we feel is necessary for our country. So it does not matter how much the United States tries to consult with them, try to mediate them, try to feed with them. At the end of the day, Yahoo is going to go into Palestinian territory if he sees fit.
Oh my
God. And the United States really need to get out of their way and let them figure it out. Because they don't care about our opinion. The only thing they care about is the weapons that we can provide for them.
Yeah, she's gonna lose. Come on.
Some people come in on the end, but they don't know the whole entire story. Like the medication, there was not an increase when it comes to medication when Trump came about. The medication fell when Biden came about. Okay, what about Trump wanting to end Social Security and Medicare? Nobody ever talks about that. He also wants to end public school and take it to private school. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the 4 police officers that lost their lives during a coup. Okay, we forgot about that. It's so many L's that he took that made him not to be the president. And those are what I am basing my facts about. He's a live wire that cannot be trusted.
They really out here saying that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
If we acknowledge everything you said is true, right? We're people from all walks of life. We're out here, we seeing the same news. And we're saying that this dude right here, even if we say that this dude is only out to help white people, we all benefit. But Kamala and everything we're seeing from her shows us we don't plan to benefit nobody but our own career and our own standards of what she wants to be known as.
That's literally what Trump was doing.
Go through 4 years with us. And look at the price of fucking eggs, man. That's bullshit.
You're relating inflation to the president.
That's how people vote, bro.
You're relating inflation. That's not how inflation works.
But that's how voting works.
But you cannot relate. Okay, then that's ignorance. That's literally called being ignorant. Inflation does not hand in hand go with who's in office.
Well, perhaps you're Madisonian, right?
I'm sorry?
Believe that perhaps you're Madisonian. You only believe that people that own houses and really know what's going on should be allowed to vote.
I didn't say that, bro. I'm just saying that you're operating from a place of. I'm just saying that you're operating from a place of ignorance. When you equate inflation to who's in office, that's not how that works. It literally is not how that works, and you know that's not how it works. But you're saying it don't matter if how that works. It's how people vote.
You said who won the debate, right?
Yes.
And we're saying he's talking to a public that may not be on the same mindset that we think of all the different attributes of what causes inflation, right? He's dealing with an ignorant public. And he came out there and said, what is the price of your eggs? What is the price of your gas? What's the price of your bread? You gonna tell me he won when he's the only one that mentioned it?
In the debate, in this specific debate, yeah, I'm gonna say that she will. Hold on, let me, because I want to get a brother. I want to get. Hold on, Scott. I want to get a brother, Andre, chance to talk.
When
Oh
it
my
comes
God,
to gas,
Christ.
because he's throwing a lie out there when it comes to gas. Gas was also high during Trump. Okay, so you can't nick and pick. Okay, you got to be fair when it comes to what one side did versus the other. That's all I wanted to say.
I didn't know we got so many coons in the community. Yeah, he's going to win. Trump's definitely going to win.
I don't think Trump's going to win, but
He's gonna
let's be frank, Shannon. The average American is not well versed in economics.
Mhm.
There's a reason why Jimmy Carter was considered one of the worst presidents. Herbert Hoover was considered one of the worst presidents. Those two presidents dealt with crazy inflation. People do not sit down and look at the numbers and go like this, where they're not responsible for inflation. They just look at, hey, you know what? This person was in office. This is what I experienced. Therefore, they are the reason why I experienced it. That's how folks are.
I get what you're saying. I don't care. Like, I'm being honest. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's what the average person does it. But when you get to a certain place of education, that's why we use to educate others. Hey, inflation, which a lot of people in our space as Black people are educating people, what the hell is going on? Hey, inflation is not correlated to the president. I get what he's doing. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. Kamala's supposed to do what she's supposed to do for her side. I get that. But I'm not going to vote. And people that's on here shouldn't vote based out of, oh, that's just what you're supposed to do, because of how it's been so long. Inflation does not relate to the president. That's not how that works. Doesn't matter how you spin it. Now, if we want to talk about what happened in the debate, who was answering questions and who was going on tangents? Who had more self-control and who didn't?
We know Trump has self-control. So that's an easy question to answer.
So who answered more questions?
Kamala answered more questions. To me, Kamala is somebody who can sit down with her team and she can get prepared, especially when she knows the questions beforehand. So she's going to do better in a structured environment. So if we're just going off of appearance, Kamala, she won tonight.
That's
now.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
She won tonight. If we're just going off that, in regards to policies, anybody that knows her history, the flip flopping and that, anybody that looks surface level is probably going to go with the other guy. But if we're going strictly off of answering the questions, being more poised, not going off on tangents, not saying a certain segment of the population are eating dogs, then Kamala Harris is the person who took the that was on the podium. I say that nothing in that we're looking at from this debate is happening in a vacuum. And if we ask who won the debate tonight, it would be based upon where you are before it started. Nobody moved the level, or the knot left or right. People are just going to become more entrenched because either you see what Trump is offering as being promising and it's something that benefits you, or you see what Kamala is offering and you feel like it's something promising and convincing to you.
Does an opportunistic America sound better than a non-opportunistic America? Because that's one of the points that she brought up. What would you say?
I think
we're giving money for small business loans and $6,000 for the child they first year being born. Is that not good? That's not good policy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We bear witness to the fact that money gets collected by the government every year through taxes, and they don't seem to do the right thing with it. And if anybody who's in the room or is in the spirit knows about being in the military, it's a big joke about the $15,000 mob when we clean up the squad, meaning that the government doesn't do good with money. One side of them is saying we need to stop doing this shit with the fucking money. They're manipulating the population with the money. You got people showing up on TikTok and going viral for having X amount of thousands of dollars cash plus this much in food stamps coming across the borders, right? It doesn't happen in a vacuum. So when Trump is talking, he's not just talking to people who only watch ABC or CNN. He's talking to people that's seeing a wide sphere of information across social media. And his words resonate, bro. It's the reason why it's people out there that look like us that really is like, yo, we going with Trump this time. Fuck the bullshit.
If y'all want to go with Donald Trump this time, do whatever the hell you want to do. But in this debate, my opinion, he lost. Kamala won based on who had the more character, who was actually answering questions, who was not going down tangents and completely acting childlike like he's been doing. So if you want to say that a lot of black folks are rising to, vote for Trump, go ahead.
Yeah, real talk. I had a question. When you was watching the debate, did you ever think like somebody was working with her? Like, and did you think of a particular person?
Did I think that somebody was working with her?
Did you feel like it was a certain person working with her?
No.
Bro, I felt like Obama was working with her, dog. Obama's the best politician of our fucking lifetimes.
You felt like Obama was working with her?
I think Obama helped her with her debate problems. Because she was too strong. Like, he had all of the goodness that makes Obama so great. Like, she's not as good at it, but you could see the tactics.
What was the give me the tactics? Because literally when I saw her answering the question, I didn't see her losing self-control.
I'd rather talk from you real quick, because I think he's seen it too.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely right. And that's like, I have a question before I dive into this, Shannon. The Democratic Party, for the most part, believes in choice. How do you feel about the choice of what candidate that we didn't get a choice about what candidate represent us as the people? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel if we didn't have a choice? If like we don't have a choice?
We didn't have a choice. We just
should have Michelle. We should have Michelle. She was the one we wanted.
So you're saying that what is the question?
So what I meant by that is anybody with two eyes thought that Joe Biden was not going to make it, was unfair.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Yes.
And they held out strategically as long as possible to take the choice away from the American people, to put in the politician that they wanted to represent them to the point where Kamala was our only choice. And we look back 4 years ago, she could barely get 1% of the vote. And now this is the person that's representing us.
She's the fucking vice president. The fucking vice president.
She was chosen as vice president.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand. Like, oh my God, we've been down there.
That was a political move.
Okay, so how does that hold weight to the debate tonight?
How does that hold weight?
How does that hold weight to the debate tonight?
How does a party that preaches choice, but in the background is moving the pieces and taking the choices away at every move, but then when you get in front of the cameras, you're telling me about choice. You got
a side that literally is trying to bring back a policy that will probably get you killed, but I ain't gonna say it because I don't know if I can say it on TikTok as black folks. But I'm not.
It really wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter. You know why? Because I think that black men have a problem with black women being in leadership.
Wait! Why would she have had your vote? If Michelle Obama was to have all the same talking points as Kamala, why would she then have your vote?
That's not who she is. She's a real black American, ADOS, Chicago born.
Oh Jesus Christ! So we finna attack this woman's identity.
No, we're talking about Michelle Obama is a real American. She really knows what
I'm not American,
bro.
I'm really FBA. Like I'm not finna play that. We not all American. We not black American. I ain't none of that shit. None of it. So I'm not even gonna do that. But like, so when you want to talk about she a real American woman, explain that. Explain that.
She's really from our cloth, bro. She lived through what we lived through. She knows our life. She didn't have somebody that came from the CIA that married some dude that was an African prince and this and that. We're talking about real life us. Real
Trump
life. What we
literally was given. Trump really tried to compare and say he know what the fuck we relate to. You were given $250,000 of $1 million. What do you know as a white man about average American white people? What do you know about being a man? What you know about being a regular American? Not a fucking damn thing at all. But now we talk about Kamala, who still had, I ain't gonna say she had a harder life than us, but right, she had a sort of decent regular upbringing, like where some parents would try to give their best to their child so they can maybe grow up in middle class or upper high class, but she still had to catch the bus. She still had to do all this and that. Like she still has some type of struggles within herself to get to where she was. Like I don't understand, but then y'all gonna sit here and say all this stuff about, oh, if she can relate, but then you're voting for a man that literally can't relate to you at all. Oh, bro.
I'm gonna jump in here and say, in regards to relatability, to me, relatability doesn't have to do with the size of your bank account. I can meet a dude that has $5 million that I can relate to versus a dude that has $100 in his bank account that I can't relate to. So
how do you relate to Trump? What you relate to
you
Trump?
said what?
How do you relate to Trump?
He's American, bro.
What?
That's what the part I'm trying to tell you. Like, if a person comes to America, right, it's like you come to a new school and you're a new kid there, and you're gonna talk trash about whoever they talk trash about so you can get in with the cool guys. But the people that is already the cool guys, the people that's already on the end, at least we know they're real. Trump is an American in the sense that he really, really is one of them guys, man. He believes you get it how you live. It's a dream to be accomplished.
Oh, that fucking Willie Lynch letter is amazing.
This shit was a fake letter.
That Willie Lynch shit is amazing. It literally, the fucking buck brokenness is absolutely ridiculous. Buck broken is absolutely ridiculous.
Before Trump became a Republican, why did and this is gonna sound ridiculous, why did every rapper, almost everybody in every politician found him relatable? Where he was in every song, he was in videos.
We know that. So you saying that there's planned hate? So do you think the hate was planned for? I'm not even going to say that he wasn't set up. So I think what it was being a version of himself, right? But then when he got to the presidency and he started saying certain things, people were like, "Oh, this is his true self." I'm not going to sit here and say that like he may not have been played, he may not have been set up this way. I know people have tried to slander his name and even take certain clips a certain way and spin it a certain way. However, when he started saying certain things about black folks, that is where you saw a turn from certain black people to be like, man, that nigga a racist. And then we proving him in those cases.
Trump was not saying things about black folks. Trump had a problem with Obama and his policies.
Bro, literally, there was a time, right, where a group of Caucasians had robbed some stores. He gave them money. Black folks had did the same thing. They were marching. He said, "These are thugs, criminals." Literally to black folks who were there. That fucking shit is racist. What are you talking about?
Hold on, give me a second.
I ain't got time. Because I know that ass fucking is fucking crazy. That ass fucking is amazing. Hold on, Scott. Hold on, Scott. Let me drop you real quick. That ass fucking is amazing. That shit is fucking amazing. Trump's gonna win. Trump is going to win. Charleston White was right. I hope y'all got y'all a strap. I hope y'all, black women, stay armed. Black dudes who are balanced, stay armed as well, because that ass is getting fucked out here. It's why they busting it wide open. I literally watched a man get tore up on stage with character and really went on in tangents. I was watching it with the amazing Lucas. I was watching it with other black folks. And we kept saying Trump was the emotional one and he won't answer a fucking question. We really don't lie like, bro, just answer the question. You make yourself look stupid. And then you have these people come up here and say that he won the debate. And tomorrow, you're going to see Anton Daniels. You're going to see the angry man. You're going to see a whole bunch of black men get on camera and say that he won the debate and get off the Democratic plantation. I'm literally a registered Republican. I voted for Trump. So when they try to tell me to get off the fucking Democratic plantation, they are idiots. I voted for Trump. The fuck are we talking about? But now that I'm seeing a man getting dog walked, it's the Democratic plantation. They got a hold of me. I saw a man get dog walked on live. We're buck broken. I don't care what you thought of the politics, everything. Amazing. That ass is loose. That ass is loose. That ass is loose. Go ahead, TK. That buck brokenness shit is fucking crazy. And I know somebody's gonna clip it. Oh, he calling black men buck. Yes. Because I mean, to say that he's a real guy, he can relate to us, bro. Like, how the fuck can a man who grew up with riches relate to the average black man and what they go? We American. I'm not. Fuck that.
But I ain't never seen somebody get their ass whooped that bad, bro. Like, you gotta spin the block on that. You gotta slide off that one. That was the worst shit I had ever seen, bro. It's like I was on this other live and everybody was like, it was rigged. She's had the answers because she sounded prepared. I was like, that's what you do.
That's what the fuck you're supposed to do, is get prepared for a debate before you debate. What are we talking about?
I was like, y'all sound like you, like whenever time when you was school, you'd fail a test. The first thing you would tell your parents is like, the teacher don't like me. I didn't have the textbook. And I don't even care who you vote for, but I just at one point in time, y'all dudes were black men with 3/5 of a man, but then to say that she not relatable because she not a real black woman, half of y'all not even the original black man. The fuck are you talking about? You're 90-some%. But that other percent of you is white. The fuck are we talking about? But then y'all want to come and help. You sound like a fucking slave master. That is a slave talking point. You got 50% this, 50% that. Like, goddamn, bro. She's a person of color. Jesus. 3/4 Cambodian. I heard.
If you really want to get real with it, black American men are not even the original man. That's more so black men that's in Africa. That's stupid.
Exactly, bro. You go back 6 generations, man. Your daddy was white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
What are you
dumb. Go ahead, bro. I forget your name every fucking time, bro.
NIC. HNIC. Hey, what's cracking, y'all?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I was talking to my homeboy, like, she was John Stockton in that debate. She was passing on that body. I used to teach speech and debate, and she did a very good job of like how Biden does when it came to the very beginning of the Ukraine war, when you would telegraph and say what the opponent is going to do. And she did that from the very beginning, and you do that to disarm your opponent and basically let the audience know, hey, this is what they're going to do. And when you do that, that weakens their ability to do a lot of sophistry and a lot of other dirty tactics and everything. It's like when you're boxing, saying, hey, watch out because he's going to do a low blow or he hits the back of the head, to make the referee know, all right, I'm going to look out for that and everything. You see that in football and everything as well. Say, hey, he's holding. Look at him. Look at number 35 and everything. I thought it was very surgical and everything. But the thing is this. Even people thought that Canelo won the fight against Mayweather. it don't matter sometimes with the idea that you can have all these, as what's in Laura Hill says, after all my logic, my theory, I had a motherfucker say ignorant niggas hear me. It doesn't matter with the intellectual, stuffs. We're saying that, hey, he won the debate and everything like that. There's a lot of people that still believe that, hey, you know what? It's emotional charged things and everything that he says when it comes to Trump, that still get the party hype and everything. So in order to undermine that, and get to the other needs of people as well, to where that you can come across as relatable and everything. When you're saying that, hey, Trump doesn't connect with people because he grew up X, Y, and Z and everything. Well, if you look at the, like even in Mein Kampf, Adolphus, he was talking about the idea that, hey, in order to get to the regular people, you go with their basic needs, you go with their immediate needs and security, food, and things like that, because people ain't looking at the Pythagorean theorem and the hypotenuse and stuff like that. No, that's that.
Sorry, not Mein Kampf, and then the stagger. No, let's speak over you.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's why I did that, like fucking white people. Like, just calm down. Y'all used to sleep. Y'all used to speak over us and our children back in the slave days. I think it's your time to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So it gets with it. She's gonna have to come up with a lot more policies and everything to where that it can get more people onto her side and everything to help out. And it's got to be very concrete. It's got to be basic, immediate, in order to undermine the sophistry and the just like the emotional charge stuff and everything. Because once again, people are emotional. You look at persuasion is based on ethos, or the history and the ethics of the person, logos, which is logic, and then pathos, passion. So when people say they're not emotional and everything, people are emotional. That's what gets us to do a lot of things. So she's going to get a lot of the emotional stuff as well. So she can't be too heady. She can't be too nerdy, if you will. Got to get more into the emotional. But, as the debate-wise, it would have been 10-7 rounds all the way through from a debate aspect. But the main thing is getting votes.
So who won the debate? You said who you think won the debate? Well, I don't care.
Yeah, it was 10-7. Old girl, Miss Harris.
Like, she definitely won the debate. But here's the thing that I've had to realize about this supporters is, like, here's the thing. Like, Kamala, it wasn't, if you were going to vote for Trump, you're going to vote for Trump. It don't matter what he said. He could have said, I like monkeys on my salad. And everybody be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if you vote for Kamala, like, that's who you're going to vote for. This is for the people that were kind of in the middle, in the fence. But here's the reason why, and this is what I realized back in 2021 when I watched everything. It's like, this is what I realized is that people who are attached to Trump, the reason they are not attached to him based on his ideologies, they identify with him. And what happens is that, like, they are imbuing him personally. They have a personal attachment to him. So whatever Trump does wrong, if people are saying Trump is this, whatever it is, they take it personally. So it'll be like, Trump did this. It'll be like, oh, you saying I'm a bad person? I'm not a bad person. And so because of that, they will fight for the unalivement for Trump because it is tied to their self-image. They don't care about his policies. They don't care about what if he says everybody should drink salt water for 3 days a week, they're going to drink salt water because he's attached to their self-image and who they are. And they are not going to fuck up their self-image of themselves at all costs.
I don't understand, bro. You can see something clear as day, see the reaction, see somebody avoid questions, and then be like, no, the other side got dog walked. Literally can watch the fucking debate. It's like when they watch George Floyd or it's like when they watch Tyreek, right? Or watch the new case with the black dude who got pew-pewed in his own car because he had his gun on his lap, but didn't do anything. He died. They put 11 shots. They can see that shit and be like, well, they'll try to spin it. Well, what do you do?
He literally said that. He said
well, like, what the fuck? Like, hey, what? Comply or die. Never.
He said that he heard that they were eating dogs, bro. The dude was like,
talk to the mayor. When he said that they were eating cats, I was like,
he said it's eating dogs.
I was like, what the fuck?
And the guy was like, nah, that's not what they said at all. He's like, well, I was shit on television.
It's on national fucking television. I got a literal, I streamed the live on fucking YouTube, bro. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, even if there's people doing that, because I think there is, right? Actually, I know that there is. What the fuck did that have to do with anything that was going on at the fucking question? Answer the freaking question, bruh. How do you plan to stop a Ukraine and Russia war? This nigga's answer was literally, because I'm Trump, I'm going to get it done. That's literally. He said it would never have happened if I was there. This man is painting himself to be the end all for America, like he's America's hero. What are you talking about? That ain't a damn answer. And then he said, I'm gonna get the two people in a room, and then we're gonna work out a goddamn negotiation. What are you talking about?
We're gonna play spades and
We gonna figure this shit out. Hey, just give me an office and I'll take care of it. That's literally been his whole approach the whole time. Give me an office, I will take care of it because I'm Trump.
When they talking with the ACA, he was like, I got concepts, but hey, I'll figure out. Give me an outfit.
Give me in the office, give me as president, and I'm going to do it because I'm Donald Trump. Y'all dudes are thinking that this man is Jesus blowing on the trumpets. The seven, y'all are idiots. And then for some of you, like, I ain't never told about this coming from a person who voted Republican, bro. Do you know I voted for Trump? What are you talking about?
Damn, baby.
Yeah, bro, I voted for Trump. Like, what? Wait, come on now. I wouldn't while he ran a red hat. And I was like, no, because I was looking at policy. I thought some of the policies were better. Then actually doing a deep dive, looking at stuff, and then looking at this debate, I'm like, no. And then after everything they said and done, I was like, no, fam. No, I can't. No, you're saying a lot of stupid stuff. And you're right. No. So I'm like, I'm not even about to, bro. No, don't ask me. So now I'm looking at this thing from both sides, and because I'm being balanced, saying that he literally lost the debate. Now y'all mad. And we watched the shit on national television. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I voted for Trump before. Not this last term, of course. But yeah. Like, let's stop the I literally was a registered Republican. The first time he ever ran, I voted for him. Second time didn't. Third time, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Because this man's an idiot. Let me let some more of these people up here. That man got to run for a second time and started saying a whole bunch of bullshit. I said, oh no. I would say
that shit was just a televised rally, bro. That's all that was, right?
What?
All the debate was for him was a televised rally. He said all the shit at a rally that he would say on the thing. That was it.
I ain't never. Go ahead, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. I have no idea.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I appreciate you trying to communicate with people. That's all.
No.
It's just it mind boggles me because we all watched the same debate, and I'm just confused on how we all interpreted it so different. That's all. So I just thank you.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have very much to say. As someone who is neither Republican or Democratic, any logical person that's able to kind of, you know, understand and critically analyze these situations, they'll obviously see that, you know, she won the debate. And so you can see by these comments as well, you know, he has a certain demographic of people radicalized. And so no matter what you say, no matter what anyone says, they're going to vote for him regardless. And so there's really no point in like arguing with these people because for one, she said people were having the argument that she has no policy. She has nothing that she brings up. She brought the policies in, first of all. She talked about the Israel war. She talked about the Ukraine war. She talked about her issues on immigration, all that. So yeah, there's no point in arguing with these people because for one, they already have their perceived notion on Trump. Once again, look at the comments. Just try to have a logical conversation with someone. If I've had logical conversations with some Trump supporters and with some Kamala supporters, I would say if you look at any of the radicalized people on either side of the groups, you're not going to be able to have a fair conversation with them. And so I don't have a lot to say on this. I'll just say that any person that is able to critically analyze a conversation, they'll see that he did not win that debate, honestly. And so that's really all I wanted to say. There's no point in arguing with these people, no point in trying to sway them over or trying to see both sides because they can't see. They have a filter on their lens. They're seeing one side. And so once again, look at the debate, guys. Look at the facts. And the people saying that the moderators were biased, the only thing they simply did was state the facts. Trump was talking on his beliefs of what other people had on those situations. That whole situation with the dog and cat thing. Come on now. Like any person that hears that, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, come on, dude. Like, that's all I want to say, to be honest.
I know what they're talking to. He's referring to some videos where that's going on, but like, I mean, the relevance of him bringing it up, which
exactly.
in the middle of nowhere, it was like
to do with anything,
question.
Plus, they gave Trump way more time to talk and to interject.
Exactly, and he had he interjected about, I would say,
Every fucking time.
A total of 7 times. They were supposed to be muting his mic as well.
Yeah,
where's the bias in that? He literally interrupted her so many times. At the end, she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna respond to this," because you can see the frustration that she kind of had in that.
Hold on, whoa. Maybe I missed something. No, go ahead, finish your question. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the statement.
Oh no, I was just saying that you could see that he interjected a lot more than she did, and so to me, if you can't have a civilized debate like that and stick to the time, how are you expected to run this country? How are you expected to participate in conversations with political leaders and people in office? To me, that speaks for itself. And so that's all I want to say, to be honest.
I appreciate it, bro. We got a new brother up at the top. I can't read your name, brother, but go ahead.
My name is Brandley, but my thing is, so I work in the oil field, right?
Yes.
And she said in the debate that the oil field's booming better than it ever has, correct?
Well, let's go fact check it. I would have to watch the whole thing. I don't remember everything that was said, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I can pull it up.
So what she said was the fact that it actually started to transform more because during Trump's administration, right, and also prior to, there was a whole bunch of land leases to dig, right, to drill for oil. But what's happening was that companies were holding that lease, right, for 10 to 15 to 20 years and not actually drilling for the oil. So it was tying up new leases being to be brought for people who said, hey, we'll drill within the next 6 months. They just really put a restriction on that and was like, okay, if you want this lease, you got to start drilling within the next 6 months to a year. So that's what kind of picked up drilling. But people would be like, I can't just sit on this shit until I can make more money when we start having issues with foreign oil.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But right now, there's a bunch of layoffs happening because the oil field is going down so bad.
And I'm so sorry that's happening. Do you think that's something that's happening against all oil fields or the oil field you're working at?
I wouldn't say it's all oil fields, but it is the majority, except for the one I'm at. People are starting to congregate here because everywhere else is slowing down.
Okay, no, and I'm sorry that's happening. We got to get some context to that. Like, why? I mean, because it is statistically proven, and there's also like documentation of the uptick in drilling on American soil and the renewing of new leases on American soil. We've also seen a less of a reliance on foreign soil, on foreign oil, and we saw that tick up in 2022. 2023. So unless there's more context to why your specific company and the ones in your state are decreasing oil, then we can't really assess, right?
Okay, I'm in Texas, so if they can kind of give you more context of it, I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm in Texas too, but I don't work in that field. I'm in the freight moving industry, so I drive trucks. But I can't answer that. I don't know.
Full price. My company, we're actually in the fracking part of it, and our trucks have went down extremely. They've cut down to below half the number than what they were. Which I'm not putting that out on her, to be honest with you.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't around this time, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't there always be heavy layoffs in the oil field? I mean, the oil field is not nothing new to heavy layoffs.
No, it's usually yes, to an extent it does slow down, but it doesn't. I've never seen it slow down this bad.
Okay, I can't measure how bad you're seeing it, but I can. But my dad was in the oil field, and then usually around certain times of the year, there are heavy layoffs. So I'm not discrediting what you're saying because I'm not there. So I can't say I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to be one of them dudes. Oh, you're fucking lying. You just want to make come out. I don't know, but I do know around certain times of the year, the oil field does suffer. Just like in certain times of the year, going into the winter, the freight industry in certain areas, because the weather is changing, slows down here in Texas as well. So my money starts to look a little funny as well.
But let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Okay, you sound like that mean, bro.
Let me tell you something. Trump is 2024. Trump is 2024. Believe it or not. But let's say something. You're talking about the dog and cat. It's all politics. You see, the best thing I learned about is conversation today. When I learned the debate today, you see, Trump did a smart thing. He did a very smart thing. He never mentioned no cat, no dog about anything because that's why they were trying to get into.
Wait. He never mentioned what? He never mentioned what?
What? No dog.
Doc?
Like a dog, like a woof woof?
Okay. He never mentioned about no cat, no dog.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, no. I'm not doing it. The nigga was called like I'm done. I'm not doing your research for you no more. The dude literally said that they're eating dogs. Even Kamala turned at him and said, "With like y'all saying she not a black woman." She literally turned and made a black woman's face when she catch you in a lie. Like,
okay, see, the thing is, if you listen, and some people when they listen, they don't listen to.
Your mic got
No, he got a call.
He mentioned that because he was trying to say that that's what the immigrants are doing in the streets. If you listen, that's what he was talking about. So he didn't just say that, just blatant to say that. And then if you go on TikTok, you see a lot of people talking about this situation. And when somebody posts a video, you can see 8,000, 6,000 likes when somebody said, well, that was true because that has happened. So y'all up here just acting like he just came up with it out of thin air. No, he talked about stuff that's really.
The dude literally. You are you talking about the dude I just dropped, or are you talking about Donald Trump?
No, I'm talking about when Trump said something about eating cats.
Okay. Because I thought you was okay. Because I was answering the guy who came up said that Trump didn't say that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, he literally did.
Yeah. And another thing I have a problem with, how do people figure that she won the debate? Because
2 minutes into the debate, she started attacking him before he even said anything. I think people think she won the debate because
I watched the whole debate.
was like she was more wittier and he was snappy. Like people won't think how Trump used to be. But he talked at first, and she was more snappy with him.
Wait. Time out. Let me figure. Who you voting for, bro?
I mean, I really got a dog in this fight, but I don't like how people just think that Kamala is the right answer when you.
I didn't. Hold on. Wait a minute. You literally talking to a Republican or used to be Republican.
I've been watching a lot of her.
I didn't say that she was the best choice. I literally said that she was going to lose. That she's still going to lose because she is going to lose. And the reason she's going to lose has nothing to do with if I voted for her or all the people that's going to vote for her. And we have seen that this man can say any goddamn thing, spin around in circles, keep gaslighting, right? Not gaslighting, but keep spinning around so don't answer questions, just go straight off of derailment to where they gotta try to get it back in order. He won't answer questions directly. But he's going to lose because his base is bigger.
I feel like he did the same thing tonight, though. I don't feel like people's not pointing that out. I feel like he did the same thing.
Where? Because I mean, the whole debate, she was answering questions directly. Donald Trump had to respond to every single thing. Let me get 1 minute. I just want to respond to what she said. Let me respond to this lady was calm and collected. She answered question directly, and every time they told her to stop, she stopped.
Well, there were three specific questions that were asked and he didn't answer. He asked about the immigration. He answered it. How was he going to do the mass deportation?
He didn't. He did not. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did not answer mass deportation.
He would get the police to go around. He answered that question.
No. That wasn't the question, brother. He asked it.
That's a horrible idea.
He said, "How are you going?" He was like, "How?" And what you're saying is literally what the moderator told him. The moderator said, "You said that you're going to use local police. You're going to use as well as National Guard, blah blah blah, to do it." How, in your words, how are you going to deport 8 million people? And you said there's more. He was like, "Yes, there's 11 million. There's much more, but this is how I'm going to do it."
And didn't answer the question.
Across the country, and then he didn't answer the question.
That's all.
Okay. So you're saying he didn't answer the question. Why didn't they give that same question to her if she says she has a problem with immigration?
They did ask her a question about immigration, but why would they ask her a question about something Donald Trump said? Donald Trump said he was going to deport 11 million people. Why would they ask Kamala, "Hey, how would you deport 11 million people?"
Well, what's her solution to immigration?
We gave a solution for immigration.
What? She said she would put 1,500 more people at the border. She's vice president and nothing has changed.
So here's the thing. She said what she wanted to do, right? She said, and this was true. You can look all this shit up. I know we looked at football scores of last week. We can look this shit up. It's very simple. There was a bill that was already had bipartisan support that was going to put 1,500 people at the border, right, to help the already overworked people that were at the border. They were also going to reform asylum, right? It was a whole bunch of shit that everybody agreed to. Trump called and said, and God, I swear to God, it is Googleable. Trump called and said, "Tell them to veto the bill because it will be a win for Kamala and Biden." And this was before Biden even dropped out.
I'm not agreeing with that, but see, this what I'm saying. I think if they put 1,500 more people at the border,
but wait, brother. The question was answered though. That was her solution. So you're saying the same smoke. So the same smoke was just applied. Why couldn't Donald Trump answer the question? How do you enforce a whole? Why couldn't he answer that question?
I feel like he answered to the best of his ability, but he couldn't answer into a way that.
Lord, the copium is crazy, fam. He didn't answer the question.
He didn't answer the question. If I ask you,
like there is no solution. It probably gonna be an answer people don't want to hear. Have y'all ever heard of?
That's the point of
the white man know what the left hand is doing.
What do you mean? I let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. This is a debate.
If you ask me, "Hey, hey, CK, where my $25 that I let you borrow? And I say, man, you know, shit, you know, the prices of gas on Jupiter's going high. You know, my baby mama. You be like, hey, Brian, I asked you all that. I asked you, where's the $25 I let you have? Hey, man, shit, you know, my ankle was swollen for 2 days. And you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, bro. Where's my $25? You wouldn't be sitting here asking me saying, oh, you know what? I understand you didn't give me the answer because it might be an answer I don't like. You don't give a shit. You want to know where your money's at.
Hey, I got a question. But that's the same thing. Say if somebody's going to get a job.
Oh my God!
You tell everybody, I'm getting a job. I'm getting a job, and then 9 times, then you don't get the job because you saying it too early. You let too many people know what's going on. So that's what he's doing. He's not going to let everybody know.
Well, on a debate, the point of the debate is to win people over. You have to answer the questions. If you don't have a point or you can't answer a question, how do I give you my vote? Your point is to win people who are not voting for you to vote for you. You got to answer their question.
I feel you on that, but I feel like she has to win people over because we already.
She did. We just saw that. We just saw a black woman go straight alpha male. All right. She's the one who approached and gave a handshake. She's the one who stayed in character the whole time. You know what? Twice she got out of character. Towards the end, twice she got out of character. Towards the end of the debate, I did catch Donald Trump. I did catch her interrupt Donald Trump, and Donald Trump said, "Shush, be quiet while I'm talking, please. Thank you." Does it sound familiar? Then again, towards the end, she did it one time. It wasn't crazy, but she did do it. And then she said, "Excuse me, I'm talking." But for the majority of the time, she wasn't going on tangents. She wasn't avoiding the question and just making up shit as they go in, and wasn't doing none of it. She stayed in a honorable character majority of the time and answered the best question. If it was one thing that I could criticize on, it would be those 2 times she interrupted. And the second thing would be when she did not concede to 9 months of abortion. That is what you should have conceded on, because that's going to cause a division with women as well.
Well, it's the thing about the 9 months. The reason why the 9 months didn't make sense.
You still have to answer the question, though.
Because, yeah, you're right, because she should have answered it.
Yeah,
it was also a stupid question. If you're having in a 9 months, majority of terms are before 9 months, right? After 9 months, you start to go. Your doctor's looking at going ahead and induce, right? Yeah. Trump saying that you can go after 9 months, literally is murder, and before 9 months, the only reason that would happen is such a minuscule amount of people that has ever happened to. Is it happens when the baby is already unalived. And it's for the health of the mother. If you do not get a baby at that much age out of the body becomes sepsis and the mother unalives. That is the only reason that happens.
How many people you think know that, though, and that he didn't use that to gaslight an audience?
Right. She should have answered the question. She should have answered it. I agree.
Yeah, that's my whole. Hold on. We got other people, but go ahead and ask.
One moment, get off. Do y'all think he made a point when he told her, you sat down with a leader, and 3 days later they had a war? She even said the same thing. She said, I met up with this guy, and she said 2 or 3 days later they went into war with these people. To me, that just let me know they don't respect you at all. Period. That's how I took that.
You said you met with Zelensky 5 times about the threat of Putin coming over, and then Putin just invaded.
Lord have mercy.
Putin just invaded. People be acting like somehow Trump is going to be here and pull his meat out and be like, you better not invade. That's not going to happen. And Trump keeps saying it never would have happened if it was
under him. Like, why do y'all think that this man embodies, like, y'all act like he has like a God gene and he embodies this such masculine character, but yet he's the most feminine person on the stage, acting like a little girl.
Most emotional man I've ever met in my life.
But yet somehow he's
other world leaders.
I'm sorry?
Y'all can see her sitting down with other world leaders.
Yes, because you know why? She has the backing. You think the leader of the United States, of the free world, you know what makes them so powerful? Isn't that they have the backing of the entire United States military and also NATO. So you can say, you know what, I'm gonna disrespect her. You can disrespect her. You have 49 countries that's gonna be on your ass in the whole strength of the United States. Who the fuck would even want to deal with that? Who would do
with that.
But don't let the deportation.
But wait, hold on, Brent. Let me. You can go next, but let me get this. Brother, I can Mufasa.
All right.
Mufasa, your mic is muted, fam. I ain't got time.
Good morning.
Oh yeah, yes.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on your live. I'm from South Africa.
Nice to meet you.
We've got a joint government here that's going very well with us currently. But what happens in the USA affects us down the line. So if it goes well with you guys, then hopefully it goes better with us as well. What I've noticed from an outsider is that, you guys, currency is extremely strong, but your cost of living is extremely high. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And this debate tonight, the guys didn't really put any policies or strategies. And if you even look at your mission statement of America, there's some things that they are not really following. But from my side, I would advise you guys, from an outsider, that you guys need to look at a bit more of a balance between capitalism and socialism, and then cut your cost of living, because that affects everybody down the line. And from what I see, you guys seem to be spending extremely much on military, NASA, and then you guys got the crime, which is very, very high. And these things put a lot of pressure on the USA to maintain that living standard because of the high cost of living, and therefore their strategies that they follow to the world isn't always so friendly. But there is why.
This TikTok, right? Like, we ain't got no power over here to affect capitalism, right? You know that, right? Like, we just talking shit right now. Like, also, don't you guys have a collapsing economy that's still trying to burrow its way back from apartheid that was 40 years ago?
Dog.
You get a lot of shit,
bro.
a lot of human rights issues,
CK.
right?
Yeah,
You guys might need to iron out, right? Just a little bit. Maybe.
CK, bro.
we're doing quite well now. We've overcome that. And
No, you haven't. No, you haven't, bro.
Let's hear Mufasa though. I'd like to hear what you're saying.
I'll get to that debate. Thanks for raising that. But those things that we've gone through. But from my side, from a global point, when you guys trade, I feel that if you do a 50-50 partnership, that would be better. China is now currently taking 25 years programs that they govern the country, and then it gets given back to the people to form good collaboration with the people. And that seems to be working quite well in Africa. Then, if you look at interdimensional trade, I don't know if you guys are aware of interdimensional trade, but this affects us quite a lot in South Africa as well, because it has been legalized by your government, which is like slavery. It's been voted in 68 to 61. But, those are not good things, because at the end of the day, it's like it should be legally protected so that the person can enter freely into that and then exit as well, which is not happening. But the first thing of putting it on the table, you can govern it. So those are just some of the issues we also suffer with. And then if you look at America, you guys have got two sides. You've got the family man, the biblical family man, and then on the other side, with all due respect, you've got the Luciferians, which is the Illuminati and Israel and those boys, which rule your country. And you guys are being affected. A lot of you are falling into depression and things like that. You're being undermined in a lot of ways. So, the biblical values is going to really help you guys if you can come back to the basics. All of you are, the Africans are from the biggest days from Africa. You guys, you've been enslaved into that area by the trade that took place. But you guys, what happens to you, it affects us because it becomes down the line. So I just think if you look at also a more omniscient approach, which is stronger together, more unity, a good balance between capitalism and socialism, and then cutting on your cost of living by not spending. I mean, I think we're spending now a budget of $1.2 trillion US on military. And the world is changing. We're going into a stage of more peace and working together, so that the threats that you guys are worried about and they tell you about is not going to be relevant anymore. We've got BRICS forming on the other side, which we are aligning with now to make our currency stronger, because we're sitting on a currency of 17 Rand 60 towards $1. So the guys come into Africa, and then they take the minerals and they stuff out our currency by causing diversions, gaslighting, and deliberate wars. Okay, then they take the money, the gold and the stuff we've got the most of, and platinum, and they take it to America and they put it over.
Yeah, I'm literally like brother, like are we?
So that affects us. So now
what effect? So all of that. Okay, great point. So how does that relate to what we're talking about?
Well, if it goes better with you guys and you don't spend as much money globally, you would not have to exploit the rest of the world. So
who is exploit? So you're trying to educate me. So I'm supposed to take everything you said, take it up to the white man, and tell the fucking white man who exploited our people as well, hey, we was very educated on TikTok. I need you guys to stop exploiting other countries.
And there's power in numbers and in people, and that's what
you
did in South Africa.
You think like black folks, bruh?
My guy,
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. Like,
sounds like he was saying to be less consumer.
Yeah. We already have these talks all the time. Be less of a consumer. Cool. I don't get. Listen. I try not to do the whole FBA and the other side because I don't want to start no diaspora war. I don't really want to, but I'm sorry. I'm worried about how I can get my own people over here better first as a collective group. We got a lot of buck breaking that's going on. We got a lot of coons. We got a lot of people that's literally, it's like the Willie Lynch letter is stuck up their ass. Literally. We got a whole bunch of black men hating black women and then evil black women hating black men because of everything that was done to us, but nobody wants to go back to the root and explain how that happens. But somehow we supposed to come together. We're literally trying to do that. We can't just go up to the government right now and tell them we got to get our shit in order first. And then we still haven't even been paid for the fucking shit that happened to us. So many, and then these white folks always say victim mentality. I just want to know. When y'all say victim mentality, black folks didn't do Lake Lanier. You know who did that? It was Caucasians. Black folks didn't flood out their own goddamn Wall Streets. That wasn't me. I didn't create racism. My people didn't create racism. We didn't do that. I promise you, we didn't do that. You know who did it? It was Caucasians. But every time we get to talk about reparations or being paid for the harms that happened to black Americans through the hands of Caucasians, not saying that black folks didn't sell their own people drugs, but you put the drugs there. Before we even get to that point, you got redlining. You got neighborhoods being flooded out. And when we get to talk about reparations, you say don't be a victim, but then you paid out, you barely paid out the farmers today, and then you gave the fucking Britain. Why is it when it's black folks, it's fucking victim mentality, but everybody else gets to be compensated for the tragedy that happened to them? And then y'all tell us to forgive, that black folks need to forgive and let go of the past, but we're still being affected by the past today. That's the problem. You can't fit. You have to compensate for when you do damage to a fucking group, to a damn community. But y'all don't want to do that. But then you say black folks are victims when black folks have never been lazy. There has never been a time where a black person wasn't working. And y'all gave everything to every other group that you messed up. Nothing for blacks. Here, just figure it out. You told us to lift ourselves up by the bootstraps. When we lifted ourselves up by the bootstraps and made our own neighborhoods, it was white people that flooded them out. It wasn't me. It wasn't the black folks. It wasn't us. Y'all did it. It was like, when y'all gonna take accountability on your own goddamn people? Calling white folks, calling black folks lazy, but y'all killed everybody. You fucking put smallpox blankets on the natives and gave them something. But when it comes to black folks and all the harm, and we've been right here, you say we're lazy. You hung people up on trees. You made black boys have sex with their own mothers. You threw babies in the alligator fucking pits. You did redlining. And you see a community suffering and their neighborhood's fucked up, but you don't want to compensate for the damage that was done that they're still suffering for. Here, just lift yourself up out of bootstraps. And we did exactly what you said, and you still flooded out the damn neighborhoods. That's fucked up. But hey, victim mentality.
I agree with you on all that too, bro. But see, I feel like
victim mentality, right?
Kamala would not support the type of thing that you just said.
Kamala said she open to reparations. Trump don't even have a fucking platinum plan too.
She said that, but I don't believe it. Okay, listen, I'm gonna give you an example, bro. You are literally the reason why we're not gonna get nowhere. It's not gonna come on both sides. It's not gonna come because you literally said Kamala wouldn't do it, but did you? So what are you about to say? Are you about to say Trump don't do it? Okay, you know when they stormed the Capitol, right? All the white people stormed the Capitol. Kamala is not the type of president who wants this shit to happen. I feel like we should be doing that. When we can't get what we want, we should be doing the shit that they did. We should have did that. But no, she is the type of president. She don't want the people to come together and do that type of shit. You do.
All right. So if we start, so you're saying we should storm the Capitol?
I feel like if we want something done, we need to take action and make that shit happen. So she's not the type of president that want us to do that.
So I understand.
I feel you. I feel you to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, bro.
So I wasn't mad at them when they did that, bro. I wasn't.
Them white, but wait a minute. Them white folks thought that the country was literally being fucking stolen. That's stupid. All right, that's fucking dumb. We would be marching to get reparation. Matter of fact, we did it the godly way. We have did our own retaliations, and guess what happened to our neighborhoods? Flooded out, you outnumbered. So it's you would have to be unified as a whole goddamn army, and every person would have to be on code to say, I'm willing to die today.
You gotta come together then, bro. Some people
you have to die today. You choose this day to die today.
You gotta listen, I think the part that kind of gets me right is saying that he would be willing to do that, right? The exact same man that wants to reinstate stop and frisk, meaning your ass could walk down the street literally without a cop running up to you saying, "Run your pockets," or "I'm running you to jail."
That's crazy. Wait. Hold on. It's too many voices. Let's let this lady talk real quick. Well, hold on. Actually, go ahead.
D, I'm not gonna lie, you've been pissing me off since I started hearing your voice, and I'm gonna explain why. First of all the shit that you're saying that Kamala is not doing, or what you don't think she's going to do, I don't know what part of you believes that Trump's gonna do that for you. You wanna know the difference between me, you, and any of the other motherfuckers that did storm the Capitol back in January 6th? They're still working on locking some of those people up that even unalived cops. Do you know how quick our asses would be 6 feet under the day that we did that shit?
Switches.
How many of us wouldn't have even made it to the Capitol? You know why? Because we're viewed as more of a threat, period.
Black.
And for you to say that you think that that's what we should do to get our point across makes zero sense. It's not productive in any way, shape, or form. We're not in the fucking 1950s or the 1940s. We have more influence now than we ever have before. We have more black millionaires and billionaires than we ever have before. There is no reason why Black Wall Street should have been rebuilt by now. It's just that black men are not getting their asses in line to fucking do it and be the leaders and implement those things. We don't want to talk about that though either. You'd rather talk about marching your black ass to the Capitol and doing some goofy shit that's not going to help any of us but have us on lockdown. So let's talk about what Kamala did talk about during the debate. She actually answered the questions that were given her. The only thing that she didn't entirely entertain was the ridiculous question that was asked about children reaching 9 months of birth and then being unalive. As he stated, and as even the moderator even agreed and called Trump out on his lie, that there is no state currently that has a law acknowledging or condoning unaliving a full-term pregnancy of a live child. That is fear-mongering that Trump and his administration have been doing since the beginning, and there are people goofy and sad enough to believe that bullshit because Google is fucking free and they don't know that either. So I would love for you to use the free resources that you have to understand what your rights currently are and what the fuck they won't be within 6 to 8 months if that goofy ends up back in the presidency.
Let me let this Brent, because I know you've been trying to get some words in, brother.
Yeah, so my thing with Kamala, like, I'm not a Trump supporter by no means. I'd rather be Nikki Haley or somebody else, in all honesty. But with Kamala, I like hear about me and mine, in all honesty. But
say it one more time.
I'm saying all I care about is me and mine. At the end of the day, that's why I'm voting. Me and my fam, right? So taxes, cost of living, illegal immigration, all those numbers were extremely lower under Trump than the Biden-Harris administration. And why is that?
Well, I can't. Well, I'm gonna let CK answer that because, and I can even let H and I see. But I'm going to say, like, the one thing I keep reiterating. Yes, you're right. However, inflation does not correlate with the person that's currently in office. That's not how that works.
It doesn't.
It's not how that works.
Just real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna inflate no matter what, but it doesn't inflate as much as it did.
Here's the thing, Brant. Here's the thing. If I was going to vote on my tax bracket, I would absolutely vote for Trump, right? Because what happens is that the tax plan he put in, right, for the upper crust, right, 1%, those making $350,000 and above, their taxes. That tax plan does not go out of effect. It does not expire. It is forever until Congress will ever. Everyone underneath that, that tax break you got expires next year. So guess what? You're going to be paying $6,000 more in taxes a year than you would be without that tax plan. That tax plan was a quick bump, right? And now it expires, and the economists already did what the impact is going to be on the average middle-class American. It was never supposed to be sustainable. It was just a vehicle to get the tax cuts for the rich that they want to get through that would make it palatable for us. Secondly, bro, you only see the repercussions of the previous president until the second half of a president's first term. The first 2 years you're riding high because of the last president's term. When Trump came into office, it was amazing in 2018, 19, because he inherited Obama's economy, which had the highest amount of job growth, came back from a depression damn near. So that was the amazing part. All he had to do was not fuck it up. Guess what he did? He fucked it up with COVID. We went into a depressive state that was already.
But how was COVID his fault? That's my question.
It's not COVID. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, COVID wasn't his fault. How he handled COVID was his fault. Do you know how many other first world countries had minimal impact based on COVID? Minimal impact. And they didn't say that you could shine light into someone's body like it's a fucking X-ray and a lot
as he suggested his followers do, and half of them did it.
Right.
Or drink that damn horse. What was that horse stuff called? Goddamn.
Concrete or something like that.
Rosilla. I'm about to find it.
Right. He said that this thing would be over. He did not take it seriously, and he said verbatim, he did not want to alert the public because it was going to look bad for him. He said it's going to wash away. We're not going to act like it's not going to be here within the next 2 to 3 years. It's going to be gone within the next 6 months. He did not take it seriously. He did not invest in until it was too late. Now he did a great turnaround in terms of the vaccine, but guess what?
Hydroxychloroquine was playing. I can't.
The vaccine, that mRNA was already created. It was created by Black women back in the 70s. They were already had the mRNA, so all they had to do was tailor it for the COVID virus. He fucked up because he did not take it seriously because it was a bad stain on his presidency.
And that's the same thing he's doing with the border. The same thing he did with COVID is the same thing he's doing with the border. And if they gave a shit to do even the slightest bit of research, they would know that. He had them kill that bill for the border because he didn't want the Democrats to look good in the process. He doesn't want anything good beneficial to the average American to happen under Democratic presidency. And that is selfish, that's irresponsible, it's disrespectful, and it speaks volumes on his character. But his followers are the most delusional people I have ever encountered in my entire fucking life. It is like walking through the Twilight Zone. Literally, even in these comments, y'all can't be serious saying that he demolished her in this debate. How? He didn't even.
That's serious.
He didn't answer a single question. These moderators practically had to drill this man down to get a yes or no answer, and he never gave one. And he's done that the entire time, even before he became president. This has been the same. And then you got these goofy people of the Latino community up here rah for him as if the second he would get the chance, if you guys were not deemed as beneficial to the workforce in any way, shape, or form, guess what? He would fire up as many banana boats he could and ship your ass right back. And that's what he's trying to do right now, is keep that fence up and keep people that look like you from coming here, as if people that look like him didn't come here and completely take over a land that wasn't theirs in the first place. His own wife was an immigrant for 20 years before she ended up getting her citizenship. She was here illegally for I don't know how long, and it only became an issue because he got in the spotlight and the limelight for presidency. Before that, it was never a pressing issue. But you guys put so much more pressure on brown and Black immigrants, because let's remember, they treated the Haitian refugees like they were nothing, like they were less than animals when they were trying to seek refuge here. They're part of his workforce. I'm from New Jersey. A lot of people that are from New Jersey know what kind of person Trump was before he stepped foot in presidency. They already knew about how he was with Central Park 5. They already knew that he didn't like to lend property to Black and brown people in his estate. Same with his father. They already knew how he would hire illegal immigrants to work in his casino kitchens. Because you know why? What are they going to do? Call the cops and say he didn't pay me? He would use and abuse those people and choose not to pay them, and he completely single-handedly screwed up Atlantic City.
I want y'all to understand.
Hold on, real quick. Brett, I respect you, fam. I get why a person would vote for Trump because of based on how the economy was. I also get why a person that is doing pretty well in life will vote for Trump. I don't have a problem with who you vote for. I just don't understand how any logical person today, looking at the character, looking at who was answering question and who was running from question, who was going off on a tangent and who wasn't, how they can then flip it to say that Trump won the debate. I'm just talking about why people don't think that, Kamala handled this debate very well and actually won. It started off 50-50.
Because they are underlying racist and sexist.
I think Sid has very well debate personally. I think he did, but just like one of her main tasks whenever she was VP was the border, correct?
I don't think people actually know how the vice president, how much power she actually has over the border and how that actually works. Are you educated? Are you educated on that work?
But
yeah, it was part of her job. Nobody's denying that. But how much power she actually has to make a lot of change at the border? That's what I'm saying. Do you know how that works?
Did you also hear about the bill that was rejected, that was vetoed, that would have put 1,500 people on the border? Hold on. It's three people. It's literally three people talking at the same time. So who asked the question and who was responding? Brandon. How you say your name, brother?
Brantley.
Brantley was asking a question. Somebody was responding, then another person started talking.
Yeah, I asked so I just said, like, if you want about that aspect, right? Very clear. Go look up the bill that was vetoed and what the bill was going to give the border security, asylum, all of those things. Look at that bill and also understand that it was explicitly vetoed by the ex-president.
Yeah, I get that, and I seen that bill 100%. Obviously, he's gonna try and do that to try and win to make them look bad.
Wait, time out, brother, hold on, wait, because let's not skip past that. Like you didn't just say what you just said. Now, you saw the bill.
Yeah, but
now you're gonna say, so why you not blaming Trump for why the border didn't get handled then? Like why?
No, I'm asking, when was the bill put in place?
Rejected.
It wasn't put in place.
Or when was it put up?
2023.
It was January this year or late last year.
But this year was when it was presented.
Yeah.
But it went up and down for a vote in the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. There was a problem. There was a solution.
And I think she had.
I agree with y'all on that.
Well, so that's why I'm asking. When you say how did she handle the border, if the shit that she's trying to do is getting rejected by King Trump, how then if they see that on the internet, like Google free, how then are people like not saying Trump? Why the fuck would you veto a bill that could have helped us? I don't see that same smoke.
The one vetoing that when he doesn't have the power to.
He has the power of his constituency to say, hey, because Trump is still, after this, once Trump loses this, right, he's gone because he's not viable anymore, but he still has a large power hold. He called the Congress and he was like, hey, vote no on the bill. And those people were going to vote no on the bill because there was a chance that if Trump was to win and that they didn't do what he said to do, that there was going to be problems, repercussions.
So wait a minute. So hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I got Shauna, do your mod thing, and then I'm gonna let HNIC speak, and then we gonna get to Bank, and then
yeah, I'm gonna get out there. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. I mean, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like that. See, I could deal with them. I could deal with those. Go ahead.
Yeah, he said some stuff that went way over y'all's head.
Who?
He said he only cares about him and his people.
Which we no, he didn't say that. I can't. I'm not gonna spin it like that. He didn't say that. No, he didn't say that. Johnny, he didn't say that. When he said that, he meant his wife and his kids. Okay, that's what he meant.
Y'all should have corrected.
I'm not gonna throw him under the bus.
Just saying that.
I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. I took it at face value. He talking about he was able to take it at face value.
Took it at face value. He should have made his shit up.
He made
his shit. I'm gonna say what I say and I'm leaving. All right, so I need y'all to actually start tapping the screen. I've been down there fighting for my life, arguing with these comments to try to get them to tap. So if y'all could please tap, gift the host,
gift the people as well.
These people on the panel, please. Shannon forgets about those other parts of TikTok Live, but if you can, please tap the screen. You should be at like 40K by now. I would appreciate it. And please come join the panel and give us a real debate.
Well, I gotta head out, but I'll just leave this little tidbit. I want you guys to look up something. Trump's practices back in the 80s, the late 80s, and in the late 70s and early 80s, what he would do in his real estate cohorts. He would actually go buy low-income housing, right? Apartments. He would do things like cut off the electricity, cut off the heat in the dead of winter, put rats inside of the actual place, and roaches in the apartments in a way to force those people to move out so that they could then demolish it and build luxury condominiums. All of this shit is easily accessible. All of it. But you know what? You just got to give a fuck. That's the bottom line. But hey, y'all have a good night, man.
Hey, you too, man.
They don't give a damn because it doesn't affect people like them.
So back. Hold on, Bank, because HNIC was next, but then you can go.
Yeah. I was telling about a good night.
So go ahead.
You know, with Republicans, when you look at, let's say, Pew Research, the two main things would be economy and also immigration.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've noticed, especially being a person that's in a, you texting as well and everything, a lot of people get dismissed when they talk about the border issue. And even that bill that was brought up, it was brought up by Republicans. And one of the questions that she didn't fully answer was saying that why wasn't it actually done at the very forefront or beforehand and brought up by the Biden administration instead of it being brought to them by House and Senate Republicans and everything, because remember, it was a bill that had a wish list from Republicans and everything. So I understand what people are saying, hey, it seems as though, from their aspect, saying that it's not a number one issue that they would like it to be as well, because it is an issue of looking at immigration and that needs to be solved, because that can overrun a lot of cities, especially like when it comes to school system that I used to work in, or other aspects as well, especially if you're looking at it from a small city type of standpoint and everything. And then also looking at, there was 9, I want to say, Kazakhstanians, or they're from Kyrgyzstan, that ICE said that they actually arrested, and that's how they were part of ISIS-K, which is in that area and everything. So that was a big alarm, because saying that, hey, if you have open borders, I mean, that really has a lot of effect when it comes to crime and things of that nature, especially when you have the cartels. They actually make a good amount of money through smuggling people. So I hear what people are saying, because like, hey, that should be at the forefront. But they're saying that if there's people that are in the coastal areas and they're not saying that that's a number one issue, then a lot of people feel as though they're not being heard. And then they'll go towards someone like Trump saying that, well, he understands us and he at least is going to do something, which maybe he will, maybe he won't. We didn't see a wall, but at least they're saying someone's out there that at least paying attention to us, and that has to be addressed.
But then I give hold on, Jack, because I do want to let Guns and Blade talk, but I get what you're saying, brother, but vetoing a bill that could help and also not answering a question live, like how the hell do you intend on moving 11 million? Illegal is still like that, shoots yourself in the foot, but I don't think they're gonna have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to even understand that he can't do shit. He's not going to do shit.
I understand. And it gets where this, if they feel, because once again, it goes to the motion, if they feel that this person's going to at least address it somehow, some way, somewhere down the line, and the other person may not, they feel as though that not even seeing that as a priority, or they feel as though that they're in cahoots with the idea or being complicit, saying that the border is open, then they're going to be very much against that one group and at least gravitate towards the other one. It gets more into feelings and everything in history as well.
I'll get you. So,
can I say something, please?
Yeah, Bank was next, but go ahead.
This is starting to piss me off. This whole, like, I don't understand how you guys are trying to rationalize how the border, and first of all, Trump was president already. He had the opportunity to do something about the border and did nothing. He was looking for everybody else to pay for that wall instead of coming up with a constructive and rational, logical way to do it. Okay.
Who you guys? First off, who's you guys? What do you mean by that?
Whoever the fuck thinks that the border is at all the top, even 5 priorities, because let's be real, I have a higher chance of getting unalived by some angry white boy with a gun than going to the grocery store, the movie theater, the mall, or school or work than I would a fucking illegal immigrant who's a Mexican. I have a much higher chance of that any given day than I would an illegal immigrant. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've encountered anybody who was even remotely irate who happened to be an immigrant that had some kind of threat to my life. And I'm 30 years old and I work with children. So I would say that my priority would not be focusing on illegal immigrants and trying to fearmonger on how much more dangerous they are. My life is in that much more danger walking by any American white man on a fucking Sunday than it would an illegal immigrant. So please, we gotta stop the fearmongering for real, because that's all it is. It's no different than when they were talking about how you gotta watch your daughters out here because these black men around here, you don't know what it's the same shit, different century.
But hold on, I got it. Just give me a second. Jazz, if you was making it as a general statement, I do understand. But
Yes.
Okay, you're making it so it wasn't directed to HNS. So HNIC, you don't have to respond to that because you were saying based on what they vote on in the Republican Party as a whole. She's speaking towards a statement, or she's speaking in general. So I don't think there's no need for you to try to correct it because I do want to.
No, it wasn't anything personal. It's just saying that, okay, from what geopolitical area are you speaking from, man? Like, are you in like Midwest or?
And I've lived in New Jersey. I've lived in quite a few other states. And I understand that people that live closer to these borders have a bigger concern. But overall, like the way Trump has made it seem thus far, you would think it would take just within a matter of 12 hours, this millions of immigrants that are just evil and trying to rob and pillage and plunder. It's all fear mongering. It is complete bullshit. And his supporters are biting it because that's all they know. That's all they know. Sadly, that's been the history of this country. Every minority group on this planet has been oppressed in some form or fashion by white people, and that is just a fact. In one way or another, and this fear mongering is something that they have a fear of. That people. I mean, this is exactly why they're trying to get rid of AD right now. They're trying to keep women from having control of their bodies right now because they're trying to salvage their bloodline, their demographic. But everybody else is suffering right now. So there's this irrational fear. These people are trying to come and take over, take our jobs, take our women, take our houses, take our money. Like, it is fear mongering, plain and simple. And that tactic is racist as hell. And it was used by Hitler himself. And people that cannot, like, correlate the two and don't see what this man is doing, that shows they have privilege. Yeah, you have to have privilege to be that ignorant to the fact that that's a white privilege tactic, is what I'm saying.
Hold on, HNIC. Hold on, HNIC. Keep your point. Let me get to Bank real quick. Bank.
Yo, what's poppin'? Yeah.
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm listening right now. I'm 19. I'm very young, so I don't know much about politics, but I did watch.
I don't either. Let's learn together.
So, but the thing is, I did watch after the debate when they was talking about it, and I just want to let y'all know that it was documented. I'm not gonna say documented, but it was told by CNN that Trump lied 33 times.
Let's speak on that.
He lied 33 times, man. It was a plus on that number as well. And Kamala lied once, and he did also say Kamala really did answer certain questions. Well, she didn't. She didn't answer certain questions. She kind of avoided the Putin question a little bit. She kind of, it's sometimes she did avoid questions, but I didn't think she would, like, he didn't lie. I didn't think that.
No, I don't think she lied. I think she should have answered the dumbass question that people are going to gaslight, because you're going to hear about it. Look. She wants to take babies out the womb and not.
And that's another thing I want to talk about the abortion thing, right? I think it's so criminal. Like, mind you, I'm the only son of I have an older sister and a mom. You feel me? I think it's so criminal to literally just be like, oh yeah, you can't kill a baby, even if you're raped, even if it's incest, even if it's like, how do you want somebody to lead our country that thinks like that? And then on top of that, the man wants to be what's it called? Immunity. The man wants to be a dictator. The man doesn't want repercussions for the stuff he can do. My bad, y'all live it, but he doesn't want repercussions for the stuff he does, and this is what we all say about America. It's never going to be a dictatorship. Like, that's not how we do things in America. So it's just, I'm really questioning. I'm not even questioning at this point, because I know Trump supporters, they don't listen to reason. They definitely don't listen to logic.
So it's one of those things. I'm really questioning how people are looking at this debate and saying either Trump won or he 1v3 or 3v1, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, bro, Trump got deep fried. Put even the word.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't. It's no longer the Republican Party. It's the Trump Party. So that's what. So hold on, Jazz. Let me see what Guns got to say, and then we'll rotate around. Guns, go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't really like my voice, so I'm really nervous. But okay, I'm not here to argue or anything like that. So with the whole thing about the bill, in the bill it said that it was still gonna let illegals in the United States. That's why Trump did not want to go through with that bill.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. How old are you?
I am 30. I'm 30.
You're 30 years old.
Yes.
And you are a black woman.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I'm black. You can go to my profile.
I can't do it right now, but go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, so he wanted to stop the bill because illegals were going to be let in. You can read it too. It's online. So illegals are affecting our economy because a lot of them were prisoners and everything else included. Yes, there are good people and that group of people. He's not saying that he doesn't want migrants over here. It's just that the illegals are a problem at this point because they're not documented. So when they commit crimes, they're not. Here now a few years ago.
Well, so the FBI, so the FBI is either FBI or the CIA already said crime has not went up. So okay. So at what point do we say fuck what the people in the government said? Fuck them, or do we start listening to them? Because if the CIA or the FBI already came out to say that crime has not had a slight increase, that it's pretty much the same, regardless of these illegal immigrants.
They actually said it's been getting.
How do you then say that the crime is going haywire out here? It's just boom over here and boom over. Like I'm not understanding. Like, see, hold on, wait a minute. So,
what I'm trying to say is there's two types of crime now. So there's illegal crime, what's going on, and then it's our crime, American crime. This is why it's not being calculated correctly. Also, because they can't put them on the book, meaning they cannot record what's going on. So they'll book them, don't put it in the system, and then release them. So how are we going to really?
Man, we catch illegal activity all the time, and they take what?
And ma'am, I want you to understand that he called immigrants criminals off the bat. He didn't.
I just said there's also good people within those illegal people. It's just that they're not.
But Trump don't believe that.
Wait, hold on. Let's balance that out. So we got.
Can we take a second?
What you say?
My bad.
Can we take a second and acknowledge that this is a motherfucker that has 34 felonies? Like, are we really about to Are we really pause. He's not only a 34 times convicted. He is also guilty of being responsible for the SA of a 12-year-old girl.
He wasn't.
He was responsible for the SA of a. So that's child endangerment. I don't give a fuck which way you want to flip it. It's still something that you would not hire a fucking employee to represent your company to do, would you?
He's not.
And he clearly, he said he repeatedly lied about not knowing what Project 2025 was when that's been fact checked multiple times. The man is lying. He had a nerve to say tonight that he's never even seen it or read it. So this fool is going to speak on something and say whether or not it's good or bad when he claims he's never even read it. So you want to hire somebody
It's not
employee manual? You would hire somebody to represent your company who has a sexual assault charges, who has multiple felonies, who will not read the manuscript of your business. This is somebody that you would hire to represent your company.
2025 is just something.
Is this someone who you would hire to represent your company? Yes or no?
A black, would you hire someone like her?
Hold on, wait. Both of y'all go. Hold on, wait.
If it was between Kamala, between Kamala or Trump, these two people came to apply to your business, knowing the rap sheet only of these two individuals, who would you hire to represent your company? And be honest about the shit.
I will hire Trump. Yeah.
So full of shit.
Paris is not for black people at all.
And Trump is?
Black men, yes, he actually just helped HBCU.
The person who called for 5 young
Hold on, wait. Time out. Hold on, wait.
Okay,
Time out. Let her talk. Let Guns and what's her name?
Let me speak on that Central Park 5. Those young men or young boys at the time admitted to doing the crime. Okay,
underage.
There were black people and white people and every other race that believed they did the crime to this woman.
And after they were exonerated, he continued to call for their unaliving, which tells you what? He doesn't give a shit about facts. So let's move on to something else.
He backtracked. So would you really believe if someone said, okay, I murdered this woman, and then said, no, I didn't? Would you really?
Well, let's be clear. You guys clearly don't even know.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Time out.
You guys don't even know about the Central Park 5 because you guys have. He even slipped up and said this during the debate. He said it had something to do with unaliving somebody. This wasn't even about somebody who was unalived. It was about somebody who was great. So let's get the fucking fact straight. You guys don't even know the fucking.
Wait. Hold on, Jazz. Hold on, Jazz.
First of all, you're chastising him about something when he was a citizen. Yeah. We're chastising Kamala about the job. She was
the damn if he was a citizen or a zebra.
When the Supreme Court intervened and made you do your job.
Was his stance, and it was racist. Period. It doesn't matter if he was a citizen.
All right, hold on. Everybody, be quiet. 15 seconds. We gonna calm it down. Bank, mute your mic. God damn! Like, I want. Like, hold on. This is. Hold on. Mute your mic. Guns. Speak.
Sorry. Okay, so I understand about how he should have, maybe apologized. But did Harris apologize when she put those black men in prison? Trump was not in office. He was a regular. He was just like us. Okay, if we watch something on the news, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, they did that. I believe it too. He was a regular person. So you cannot just go back and take what he did then and put it on him now. Like there's a problem with him being president because of that.
People who were guilty versus people who were guilty.
Jazz, you gotta let her finish because I'm gonna let y'all respond. Like just let her finish.
Harris, she put people or black men in prison, okay, for multiple years, just for like non-violent crimes. She's not for black people. And she's bringing illegals in here because for vote. She wants more votes so she can become president. And it's affecting the black community a lot. My uncle even lost his job because of it, and his girlfriend lost her job. Okay.
Hold on, Jazz.
Okay, land your plane, please. God.
In the black community because they want black people to be the permanent underclass. Okay, it's not because of Trump is not racist at all. I don't think a racist would help HBCU. He signed a bill. He signed a bill. He signed a bill so they wouldn't have to come back begging for money. Okay.
Oh my God, you are so misinformed.
So wait. So time out. So two things. Let me because I see you stop talking. So one, as a prosecutor, whether it's a black woman or a black man, there's going to come a time where you have to put your own people in jail. So I'm not going to get mad at it. Like if I work to be a prosecutor and then I got these dudes, I'm reviewing their cases and I see they do, and hey, he did the crime, he's going to do the time. I am not then against my own people because I had to lock up a black person.
Would you put them in jail for more years than they deserve?
More years
than
like depending on
it. Wasn't because she put them in jail. She put them in jail for more years than they deserve for doing a non-violent crime. It wasn't.
How many years?
When did y'all give a fuck about that? Since when did y'all give a fuck?
I mean, we got. I mean, it was a whole bunch. So wait. So if she, all these Caucasians that have done it, this one lady's supposed to stop it from. This one black lady and as a DA supposed to just stop that from happening. Now I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's none of that. But judges do it all the time. But we getting mad at Kamala for some of the cases because what was it? 40 black men that she locked up.
It was less than 50 of them.
It was less than 50 black men that she put in jail.
And just to be clear, there's a statute, but depending on the crime, there's a statutory minimum and a statutory maximum. So whatever the law of that state, right, has deemed with the minimum amount of years versus the maximum, that's what you give. You cannot overcharge someone. You can overcharge someone, right? But you can't over sentence them. That's literally not how the justice system works at all. You can't do that. I need y'all to read.
And the judge is the one who sentences these people, not Kamala. So you guys bringing her up about this as if y'all give a shit about how black men are sentenced or how long. Y'all didn't even give a damn when George Floyd was unalived in front of people. So and much less young black boys who were accused falsely. And let me touch on that because y'all been pissing me off about that shit. We're not talking about unaliving a person. That's not what this case was even centered around. It was about the false accusation of these young boys who were accused of raping a woman in a park at night. Come to find out it was somebody completely different. Not only were these boys, and this, mind you, these boys' parents were in the forefront from the beginning when this happened. So it's not like they found out years later that these boys were falsely accused. The parents were coming out and speaking on this and told the public, my children were questioned without my presence. My children were forced to confess something that they didn't do. My children have an alibi. My children were not allowed to get any kind of access to a lawyer long before their rights were allowed. So you guys are ignoring all those facts. It shows me you didn't even bother to look up the case before you open your fucking mouth to speak on it. And then you're going to sit here and talk about who's lying and who's not. Trump had just as much access to the case as anybody else publicly. He chose to believe the worst because that's how the public and this country in particular view young black boys. They were guilty before anything else, any evidence came out. Those boys were framed. And even when it was factual and proven and the person came out and confessed, somebody came out and confessed to assaulting that woman. And Trump still did what? He still opened his damn mouth and spoke on those boys and called for their unaliving, knowing they were validated. They were found to not be.
Wait, time out. Too many people talking. Wait. Hold on, CK. I think this is gonna be very interesting. Hold on, everybody.
Quick, like it wasn't just the fact that like they came and corroborated and somebody else did. They spent like 15 years in jail. And the reason why that they were exonerated is because DNA evidence came out and found that they had nothing to fucking do with it. And then when Trump found that out, this wasn't in the 70s, y'all. Like he found that shit out in the late 90s. And he still called for their execution because he said that they confessed to it. Y'all gotta fucking read. This is the problem. The education system in America is horrible. We can't even read. You can't even read, guys. I know y'all have looked up makeup tips. You've looked up sports games. You've looked up all the shit that you care about. But the things that you don't care about, you will come on the app thinking that everybody was like you, that had one teacher for all their classes when they were in high school. It came on here and it's going to be the same intellectual capacity. If you cannot do it in your own life, don't come up here cosplaying as the intellectual that your friends know you aren't in real life.
So let me get hold on. Let me get
That man was nothing but a celebrity in 1994. Get the hell over.
Wait, time out, god damn it. Hold on, 'cause I'm trying not to mute everybody.
Failed at the job they were given in the government.
Hold on. I didn't tell you to mute her. I understand why. Oh, wait, that was problem. I understand. Lahaina, it's actually her turn to speak problem. And I appreciate you for doing that. I ain't even trying to, I'm trying to let it go. Lahaina, is that how you say your name? Lahana? You gotta unmute your mic, baby.
I muted you because I heard everyone talking and he was trying to mute people. So
You didn't mute me the whole time and then the 3-year-old speak.
No, Lahaina, it was Lahaina, it was me that
Take
muted.
your nose with you, bitch.
I ain't got time. I'm trying to let Lahaina speak. What you talking about going to the section? I'm trying to give you a chance to speak and be respectful. Go ahead and unmute your mic and voice your opinion. You still up here?
Y'all sitting here bringing up something in 1994 and Trump wasn't nothing but a celebrity. We're talking about stuff that is occurring now.
Okay.
Okay, somebody who was in a recent position within the government and failed at her job. No, I do not trust giving her the presidency. We didn't even vote for her to be the vice president. Mm-hmm. Why do y'all think she dropped out of the campaign last time? Nobody voted for her. Everybody voted for Elizabeth. We voted for Bernie. We voted for everybody else but her. Come on now. Y'all know it don't happen right before our eyes.
Do we care about? He's a convicted felon, so he's a house civilian and he's a convicted felon. Do we care now?
Hold on, wait.
Oh, just
What the? Listen, we're talking about international policy. Let's understand the countries in power right now do not even respect women. We can't send a woman into the negotiation room, but we can send Trump. We can send Trump.
The one that
grabbed hearing nothing from a woman. No, look at these countries that are in power. They don't even allow women in powerful seats. We need somebody that can negotiate for us right now. All of our allies are broke. Okay.
What ally? Hold on, CK. Hold on, CK. Hold on.
These past generations are catching up to us, and I'm sorry, right now is not the time for us to be trying nothing new. Okay, right now these other nations, according to their cultures and their customs, they don't listen to women of power. I'm sorry, they don't respect women. And mind you, I'm a pro-feminist. I'm all for women, but when we're talking about international policy and things that are going on in the world, unfortunately, we have to go with what's in power right now. And those other countries that are in power and got more pull than us because they don't respect women. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you didn't say anything at all. Like Angela Merkel.
Wait. Hold on. So
let me say this real quick. I'm gonna jump in here.
Go ahead.
So when he tells me whose turn it is, if anybody interrupts, that's why I'm muting you. Because I came up here and it's fucking chaos. And if you keep unmuting, if I unmute you,
you could have did that a long time ago. It wasn't until
Lahaina, he's not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you. I was literally muting the other people to allow you to finish. That's what I was speaking on right now in general. So if somebody tells you it's your turn, specifically the host, and anybody else unmutes their mic and keeps interrupting, if I mute you and you keep unmuting, I will fucking drop you. We're going to have some fucking etiquette while we're in here and not talk over everybody, okay? So if he says it's her turn, let her finish. Don't keep interrupting. And if you interrupt and I mute you and you keep unmuting, I'll just fucking drop you.
And then she left, and I'm literally over here giving her grace. She didn't get a chance to talk. I've been trying to mute people. Fuck it. Fucking bye, bro. Have a good one, bro. I'm literally the nicest guy, but I literally was trying to let this lady talk. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so I just had a question, right? So why do we judge Kamala for literally doing her job, doing her job, and then we don't judge Trump for literally being an actual racist from even before he was in presidency, even after he got impeached, even after all these things? Why are we judging somebody when they were literally doing their job
when this man has really shown that he's a racist. He doesn't care about the American people. What's the conversation on that?
I'll answer that question for you if I can.
Mhm.
So, do you know how whenever we talk about police violence, people like to bring up black on black crime as a way to deflect the argument?
Which
And
doesn't
the simple
exist.
answer to that- The simple answer to that is, well, for one, black on black crime doesn't exist, right? But we also, when we're talking about police violence, it's not comparable to criminal activity because those are criminals, right? We don't hold criminals to the same expectations that we do the police. So when you make the comparison that you're making, simply put, Donald Trump is a fucking idiot. We already know that. Everybody knows he's an idiot. Everybody knows he's racist. So why would we sit here and keep going over the same point? The person that people want in office is Kamala Harris, right? So we're going to actually speak to her policy and criticize her because this is the person that people believe has the best hope of winning and is supposed to make actual change. So they're going to give her real criticism, hoping that she can actually live up to them. They don't waste their time speaking to Donald Trump because we already know he's a fucking racist idiot. So why waste your time?
So hold on, Bank. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. White man in my comments. I don't know your name. I forgot it. You literally just said there's no such thing as black on black crime. No, fool, because crime is due to proximity. I can't say white on white crime. Y'all don't say that. That's never gets spun in the media. Black on black crime is a talking point that you made. Crime is crime, fam. Why does this shit have to be explained, fam? Does that have to
Can I say something, please?
go ahead?
Can I remind whoever that was that said that in the comments that white men lead significantly in child molestation, incest, corporate crime, blue collar crime, genocide, and let's just not forget that. And white women have the most ABs. What else? White men grape women, children, and other men at a significantly higher rate than any other individual. So if we're going to talk about crime in any fashion, you guys should be focusing on your fucking selves. Let's just remember that next time.
So CK, I know you was trying to hop in. We're gonna go CK. This is the order. It's the fucking order. We're gonna go CK. We're gonna go abundance. We're gonna come back down to bank. I mean to guns. Then we're gonna come to bank. CK, abundance, guns, and then bank. All right.
So just really quickly, like, it's not about whether or not he was in power or if he wasn't, right? We're talking about a prosecutor who did her job as a prosecutor. If you don't want to go to jail for doing dumb shit, don't go to jail. Like, I don't understand. Like, we're, as a black community, us having this no snitch, lock Lil Marco up. He's terrorizing the streets. Lock his ass up. But the bottom line is this: the questions that we're having and we're talking about is the character of the person that's going to be running the country. And that's not even all of it. Like, the fact that he got sued by the DOJ for discrimination. Do you remember when he called African countries shitholes? Like, it's just a litany of things when he was president that was shown, the way he treated Puerto Rico. Right. After the hurricane, there's just a litany of things that in your face. If a white team man or somebody else did a fraction of that, you'd be ready to break his jaw. But somehow we can sit here and be like, well, it's not that bad. I don't understand the mental gymnastics we're trying to do to try to cope with an individual that has shown us. So this tells me, and I don't want to sound bad, but I'm just gonna say it. The intellectual level that we are operating on and conversating with proves to me that some of y'all are the architect for the bullshit that is happening in your life and that continues to happen in your life. Because you're a fucking idiot. And I'm mute on that.
Abundance.
I'll just second everything that CK just had to say, but I don't understand how people like is it Lihana that was up here earlier?
Yeah.
That's down in the comments. Like, you have in Trump someone who talks a big game as far as what he's going to do for black people, but when push comes to shove, right, he's got the support of the Triple K,
and of the Proud Boys and of the 1% or 2%ers and of all these white supremacist groups, right? He meets with them at Mar-a-Lago. He meets with them after going to a black church to speak to a black pastor while the pews are filled with white people, right? And then he meets with Nick Fuentes of Turning Point USA, a racist as fuck organization. And he appoints 3 Supreme Court justices who undo affirmative action, gut the Voting Rights Act. And that's harming our communities. Like, how can you sit there and say, oh, he's for black people when he is actively doing things to harm our communities? I don't understand that. And that mindset, Liana, that you have is it's like roaches for raid. I'll land on that.
I'm going to intercede just for a second. I'm just trying to be fair. Liana, when she answered, she said, "It don't matter. I'm not inviting him to my house." That has to be the craziest fucking answer I ever heard to why you're still giving a person your vote. But you said bring up things that are currently happening now. Well, you know, the man does have 34 felonies. He literally got dog walked on the debate. He wouldn't answer fucking questions. I kept bringing up things that he wasn't doing in the current moment, and you said it don't matter. I'm not inviting him to my house. That's dumb. It's very dumb. But
Anyway. Can I say something, please?
Well, let me get to Bank, and then I'm working my way down. Go ahead, Bank, and then it's gonna be guns, and then we gonna get to James.
Yeah, this is the last thing I'm saying. Now I'm getting up on top of that for real because. But the thing is, I want to raise to all the minority people, right? I hope y'all know if Trump gets back in office again, we're all in trouble. And I'm talking to minorities. We're all in trouble. And the simple fact that we could hear, see all these things about Trump and people still to go and being like, you know, that's the guy I'm going to go for. You need help. And like my brother CK said, like my sister Jazz said, y'all need to educate yourself. I've been educating myself. Like I said, when I got in here, I'm 19. I didn't know much prior to a few weeks ago. But now that I've done my research and I've digged and seen the cases, seen what buildings passed, seen Roe v. Wade, everything, it's y'all need to get it together. Minorities, you're not going to get another stimulus check from this man. He does not care about you. He does not even think about this. Like you just not. So I appreciate y'all. You know, Jazz, CK, Problematic, Abundance, the host. I appreciate y'all having me on this. But you know, I'm out.
No problem, man. You have a good night. Miss Guns, go ahead. Let me follow this guy back. Miss Guns, go ahead and you can speak now. Nobody, please interrupt, no matter how problematic it gets.
So I only can say a few words because I have to get off this path to study for med school. But
congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to say is, I don't feel like Trump's racist. I don't think a racist would pardon black men. That just doesn't go together. And I don't think Harris is for black people at all. I think she's basically ruining the country. But that's it. Have a good night.
Oh, you too, man. Stay safe out there.
You too.
Hold on, Jazz. When I'm trying to gain the votes of anybody, I can be racist and still go do things for black people because I want your votes. I can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You can be there are wolves in sheep's clothing that will pander to your emotions because if you see somebody do something for a person and they're black, that appeals to you because they're black, right? But still be a racist. So I don't know what she meant by that. I'm not going to talk bad about her. I appreciate the money for the HBCUs. Appreciate you for getting Kodak Black out of jail. All of that. But at the end of the day, a person can be racist and still do good things for black folks. ABL, who is a big Republican, black Republican, on He has the Confederate flag in his background, if I'm not mistaken. ABL, who's a big black Republican on YouTube, literally said the Klan wasn't that bad because they would come. His grandma told him the Klan wasn't that bad because every Christmas they would come and give toys to little black babies. But hey, the fucking KKK is not that bad because they gave fucking toys to fucking black boys. Are you fucking kidding me? How dumb do you fucking people have to be? I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense.
Wait, hold up. Can the KKK give me that new PS5 Pro?
Bruh, God, please forgive me. I be trying not to curse, bro. But like, I be like, do you?
You good, King. You good.
Oh, Lord, bro, a racist can still do good things or act kindly towards a group that they don't like, but still be a racist. That's like saying that the white folks, right, of the older generation is not racist because when they son go around black folks, they be all nice, but then they be the ones teaching their sons to be fucking racist. I don't understand. Go ahead. Hold on, brother. Hold on, SFR, because I know you just got up here, but it was Jazz's turn.
I just wanted to speak to the Black folks in particular who are clearly in the sunken place and think that for some reason Kamala is the one that should be questioned for her Blackness or lack thereof or whatever. This is how I know that a lot of you have never worked in a corporate setting, because if you did, you would understand the pressure of having to fit into quote unquote white spaces. And yes, that's a thing for some of you who don't understand that. And you are privileged if you don't know what that means. To have to mold into a space and walk a certain way, talk a certain way, behave a certain way to not be threatening to the people around you and become a target in your workspace, in your professional setting. How do you think Kamala would have been received by anyone else who's potentially voting if she came out and straight out said, I'm here and I'm going to do A, B, C, D for Black people. I'm here for Black people. I'm here to do A, B, C, D for Black people within 6 months, and Black people this and Black people this. I'm for Black people. Do you think she'd even be able to touch the presidency if she came like that? Absolutely fucking not. They would see to it that she wouldn't. She, of course, said, I'm not doing anything specifically for Black people. I'm doing it for all people, because that's the game that you have to play if you want to play in this game. She is representing all people, not just Black people, not just Indian people. So she can't come on a platform in a setting that she's in with the level of power that comes with her position and say, yeah, I'm here for my Black folks. I'm gonna do it. White folks would lose their fucking minds. They would call her racist. They would call her ghetto, and Black people would have everything to say about her if she went on a tangent to justify her Blackness every time somebody accused her of denying it. If she started talking and mentioning all these different ways that she is Black, and they would probably be some stereotypical ass reasons, then she would get flagged from us too. So she's not in a space where she can win between either party. And for y'all to harp so much on her Blackness and act as if she's doing something wrong by saying that she's here for all people instead of just one group of people, you're not being realistic about the position that she's in. You've never been put in a space where you had to please everybody at the same time and probably let some people down. But choosing to not vote for her when you know what her intentions are to eventually do something for us, the shit has to go down. This is not a dictatorship. She would never be able to make just one decision solely based on her. That's why a lot of shit wasn't done when Barack Obama was in office. Congress knocked down damn near everything that Barack Obama tried to do that would even remotely benefit the lower class or Black people.
Can I ask a question? Problematic because even I'm trying to be educated, right? I got this comment. People always bring this. What did Obama do for Black people? So first of all, let's figure out this website. Obama White House.archives.gov. So it is .gov. So it's a government site. If I read stuff like improving educational outcome for African Americans, the fiscal year 2013 budget, opportunities for all, President Obama launches My Brother's Keeper initiative to build ladders of opportunity for boys and young men of color, impact of middle class tax cuts on African American. If I look into that shit, right, and this is the list that it specifically says for black, is it a fucking lie? Or are we saying that he didn't do shit for black people or wasn't trying to do anything for black people?
Don't forget about Michelle.
I'm actually, pathways to opportunity, winning the future cities of metropolitan areas. So like, if I'm looking into all he tried to do or even the stuff that he did do, are we trying to say that Obama didn't do anything for black folks? Is that a fact?
That's what I heard him say often.
Problematic. Can you answer that for me? Is this a fake site? Is this the deep end of trying to hide information from black people?
That's because I remember the Brothers Keeper off the top of my head. I always remember that was one of the programs. There were a handful of programs. You know me, I'm a little bit more radical, so I'm not going to say what I want to, but I will say that yes, there were government programs while he was in office that were launched that did help black folks and other minorities and low income middle class groups. That's factual. I think when people expect or say he didn't do anything for black people,
he didn't do enough in AI.
Start talking about. I mean, so they're almost going to the point of like reparations, complete police reform and overhaul. Like they're very radical, right? Which I understand, but I do think it is clearly a fallacy to go as far as to just act like he did nothing for black people. So you're correct.
So what I'm asking is, if I'm thinking about it from a lot, and I'm gonna let you respond, CK, and then we gonna go up to SFR. But what I'm asking from a logical standpoint, since we always say we fucking logical, this is the first black president. How the fuck? Like, come on, let's be honest. How was he supposed to go in and then just say, I'm giving reparations to all black? How? I'm saying, how the heck was one black man the first time in the seat supposed to do everything like he's the end all be all? Like everything don't get it's not a process for certain things to get passed. Nothing. He at the front line.
You can override that. Look, Joe Biden overrode and just bypassed Congress to send money to Israel. So we can't sit here and act like these motherfuckers can't bypass shit, right? He was a constitutional scholar. He knows how to get around shit if he really wanted to. So I'm not going to give him a pass that easy because we all know they know the loopholes. They know how to play this game. They know how to bypass Congress if they really want to.
So you think he could? You think he could have got us reparations if he really wanted to?
Absolutely.
And Shane, here's the thing.
Good point.
And I'll say this, I got to drop. First of all, Kamala is my soul. I'm an alpha. So she's an AKA, so she's my soul. I got to ride with her. But also, here's the thing. And we know how people want to hate anybody. Listen, the way we still jockeying Trump over that $2,500 stimulus check, they wanted Trump. They wanted if Obama would have gave everybody $3,000 in a check, those exact same people would be like, he ain't do nothing for us, would be singing his praises. It's not about the institutional things. It's not about the long term. Somebody want to get new tint on their Hellcat. Somebody want to get the new Jordan. Somebody want to get some a tax return so they can go blow it on my wet bottles that cost $300 more than it would at Target. That's all it is. All of us that are educated know that the things that he could do and he was able to do what he tried to do and things get implemented. I'm like, okay, these are institutional rungs that hopefully can move forward. Someone else can pick up the ball and run with it, whatever it is. They don't care shit about that. They want $200, $2,000 so they can go ahead and buy some new Yeezys. That's all they give a fuck about.
However, a black person, if they was to pass reparations, if a black person want to blow his money back on the white man, let him suffer. Meanwhile, all of us will gather up and do what it needs to do to keep our. Oh, go ahead, SFR. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I would like to say pleasant good night to this lovely group. This is my first time I've ever done anything like that on TikTok. And I appreciate everyone's comment. My background, let me just start up and say my background from Caribbean descendants, you know, and I do believe my ancestors trace back to the land of the motherland.
Mhm.
And I love everyone comments and arguments in this debate here. But what I want to really point out, I really want to point out is that why are we here trying to be a part of this whole fucking debate of who is president and who is this and who is that? So like, we are kings and queens. We are the architect of this fucking multiverse. So why are we trying to
No, it's problem.
Oh my God, you did not. Oh, I thought you dropped him. I was about to say that was so mean. Y'all are so mean. Oh my God. It's mean.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let's go ahead, brother. Unmute your mic, SFR. Go ahead. Let's try to stick to the topic, brother. Hold on, not you, Dave. SFR. But you gotta unmute your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So we grew up playing marble games, right? Someone want to come into the marble game, they can't just join the game, man. They can't come in. They have to wait until the game is finished before they enter the game. Now, the person who has been winning that game or in charge of the game is going to structure the game and know who they want to bring into that game. You understand? So it's the same thing with politics. So why are we here? What I try to understand is why are we here trying to be a part of something that is not of us? This is not of us. This is not of our nature. You understand? And like I said, I respect everybody's opinion and everybody's, comments and whatever it is. But we here trying to play this card game and this who is white, who is black. Listen, man, we're kings and fucking queens. We don't need to be a part of this. Our fucking money, our blood, sweat, and tears worth more than these billionaires' fucking dollars. Because their dollars is an illusion. So why are we trying to be a part of it?
Can I answer that? Is that a question?
Go ahead. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna say something that is very problematic sometimes. My lineage is cotton. My descendants are slaves, and they have done a lot to live in this land. This is very much my home, as it is the white man's home. So this government is still a government in which I ain't gonna say I should, but we fought to have the right to vote. The right to vote. It doesn't mean I have to vote, but my people fought to have the right to vote. My people fought to live here. So this is my home, and the not being educated, because I'm not even educated where I need to be. So I got to learn a little bit more too. But not being educated on politics, even down to the local level, right? I have to play a part of these things and learn about what's going on in my neighborhoods, and also learn about what's going on in government, because all that stuff affects how I live. So to say that I shouldn't be playing a part of it would actually be quite ignorant, because they make the laws of the society. You have to get bills passed, all this and that. So I should take the time to get educated in politics and use my votes wisely. So as far as the kings and queens, I get it, but
your vote really don't even count. Nobody's vote counts.
That's Jazz. I'm asking you to have grace. SFR, that's BS. My vote does count. How I use
You know better than that.
I don't know, but my vote does count. How I use my vote counts, whether I choose to vote or not, or vote independent, or vote here or vote there. My vote as a black person If I was white, my vote as a white person. If I was Hispanic, my vote as a Hispanic person. All those votes count.
Not in a white
As a matter of technicality, because of the electoral college, what he's saying has some level of validity. The electoral college is outdated. It was based on the 3/5 rule, and it does need to be eradicated because it does minimize the individual vote.
I'm telling you, yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't 100% agree with what he's saying, but there is a level of validity to that
We
statement.
gotta educate ourselves. We gotta educate ourselves.
So are you saying that I shouldn't? Are you saying that I shouldn't? Are you saying that black folks shouldn't vote?
No, I'm not saying nothing about votes because I don't believe in none of these things because all these things is illusion, just like money. You know what I'm saying? All these things is just to get people's energy. You see, this whole hype over Trump and this and that and that. Listen, you know why I like Trump? I don't like Trump because he's a fucking white man. I like Trump because he's straight up. He's straight the fuck up. He's honest and straight the fuck up. Which we,
That
as
man
people,
lies
need to be,
more than
we need to be straight up between ourselves.
far. Like you lost me. Like when you said,
Hold on, Abundance. I don't want your mic to get cut off because problem be talking and then it's y'all shut up and problem. Go ahead.
So I will, like
Not-
I said,
not shut up
there's a
about it,
level
I
of validity to the individual vote as far as the electoral college goes. As far as this other nonsense you're talking about, that we exist and money's an illusion. Yeah, we know that. This is all a social construct. It's all a game made up by, we get all that. However, we have to exist within these systems, right? And so until there's another solution, which is either A, separate, B, well, I can't say the other thing on this app, 'cause I'll get in trouble. But until we radically change the infrastructure, the institutions of this system, you have to participate on some level in these systems. So yes, money is an illusion, but how are you going to get the things you need? You're going to barter with buttons and bottle caps? No, you have to use money, right? So let's not do this whole song and dance like, oh, we are not. Yeah, we're all spiritual beings. Yeah, but we're trapped in the flesh for the moment. So if we're not going to acknowledge the reality and framework with which we have to work with, then I'm not going to have this conversation. Like I said, I try to give a level of appreciation for when you say things like the vote doesn't count because of the electoral. Yeah, cool, because you're existing within reality. But when you go off on these tangents on nonsense, I have to cut you off, and that's when I'm going to stop you. When you say shit like Trump is straight up, no, the fuck he's not. Just because you say crazy shit doesn't mean you're being truthful and straight up. That man lies out his ass constantly. He has been proven to be a liar over and over and over again every time they fact check him. So let's not go there. If you have anything intelligent to say, I'll allow it. Once I start hearing dumb shit, I'm either going to mute you or drop you off.
Hold on, Jazz. I do see your camera. Let me let Dave go real quick because he's been up here for a minute. Dave?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is having a great night.
You too.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I've been hearing. First of all, I'm a full-blown Hispanic, Latino. I'm a whole ass fucking minority. I don't know what guy earlier said, if you're some type of like Latino or you're black or whatever, Trump becomes president again, we're fucked. I mean, I'll be completely honest. When he was president, I had some guys that were joking that were like, hey, if he comes back again, you're going to get deported or whatever. Well, when he was here, I was still here. I'm fine. My life was better when he was here, actually. But I'm trying to see both sides. I think Problematic said it. Trump does speak out of his ass. Every politician has some type of flaw, and that's how no one's fucking perfect. Every person that runs for president, no one's fucking perfect. There's some type of dirt to them. Now, this is why I lean towards more Trump. This is the only reason why. Everyone, I feel like 95% of the people that don't want him in office is because they think he's racist. They think they talk out of his ass, and I totally get it. That's their side. But everyone's talking about him being racist. But we have to look at the big picture, like our bank account. When he was president, facts are facts, and I'm saying it because I'm in the car business, rates were lower, groceries were lower. Facts are facts, and I'm saying it because my shit just went off.
It was another guy. You good? You good?
Okay, so anyways, So rates were lower when he was here, meaning less money going out of our fucking pockets. We can go all day. So do we rather keep calling this guy racist and not vote for him, even though when he was there, rates were lower? Or do we want to keep voting for Kamala? Rates going to be at an all-time high. I've been in the car business since like 2015 through 2016 through 2020. I've seen rates from 0 point something, 1%, 2%, going from today. You can be a 900 score beacon, and the lowest you'll get is a 6.9. Like, you have to look at a bigger thing. The lowest you get is a 6.9.
Hold on, Abundance. Stop on muting your mic real quick. Hold on. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, because my shit keeps going like in and out. But like, anyways, so the other thing, like with Kamala, I mean, there's a few things. I know they both said fucked up things. I mean, there's a video where Kamala says death row convicts should have a chance to vote, which that shit blew my fucking mind. I mean, that I guess is another topic for another day. But like, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of people that say if you're a minority, you're fucked. I mean, I've been here when he was president, and my life was just fucking fine. But I mean, that's just where I'm at. I mean, I just know rates would be lower with him. I'm just looking at a money standpoint. I'm not black, so I don't understand, and I will never feel what it's like to someone being racist towards you. I mean, I can't feel that, so I can't like say, oh no, just vote for him. He's not racist. You don't understand. I can never feel that for a black person. So I mean, that is something I guess I can never overcome. And I totally understand it.
Question before you get out of here. Can you explain to me how Trump had an effect on interest rates exactly? Like specifically, can you point to me any legislation, policy, something that would indicate that he had anything to do with these low interest rates?
I mean, I will be totally honest. I don't know. I just know when he was president for those 4 or 5 years, when I was in the car business, the rates were low as shit. And there's so many people now. I've had 15 people like in the last 2 months literally saying that they're not going to buy a car up just until Trump comes back in president.
Right. I mean, you know how an economy has to try to self-correct after something as massive like the pandemic, which shut everything down? You know how they try to recoup money for years after? You know how that happens and how that actually has an impact on the economy? Interest rates, inflation, price gouging, all these things?
No, I really don't, and I would love to be
okay. So problem. Let me wait, hold on, Dave. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Because problem talking, but one thing I do want, problem is your turn, but Dave, I do want to give you your flowers. I appreciate you for saying you don't know. Because other people be like, well, this and well, that. You said you don't know. So let problem explain. There is no correlation between inflation and the next president.
So, right. So since you admitted you don't know, what I would say is go look into this, right? Because the economy is a very complex issue. Presidents, do they have an impact? Yeah, not as much as people like to kind of allude to. They don't, right? And that's why I brought up COVID, for example, because that was a kind of once in a generational, like not even generation, like a lifetime event that has thrown everything off base. So I would implore you to go look into that and the real cause of different things like the price gouging, these companies trying to recoup their money, inflation, etc., because that has far more to do with interest rates and the price changes than who was in office and any policies that they may have implemented. So I would advise you go look into that before the next time you get up there and say, I like Trump because interest rate, like they don't really go hand in hand, okay?
Hold on, because I did say Jazz is next, and then I'm gonna let my sister speak.
I like that the host was being nice enough to give you the props and saying that you don't know. But I have a problem with people that come on this panel that clearly don't entirely know what they're talking about, but will publicly announce and stand on a blatantly ignorant decision to say you're leaning more towards Trump when you just admit it, you don't even understand the full scope of what you're leaning towards. So I can't with that. But let me paint a picture for you. during COVID, Trump was president. You know how many Caribbeans I know, specifically Haitians. I'm gonna pick on the Haitians real quick because I have a lot of Haitian friends that are in the real estate business. I used to sell timeshare, so most of my friends are real estate owners, real estate business owners. They're insurance owners. They're tax preparers, the whole nine. Okay. You know why business was booming for them? You know why business was booming for people who were selling health insurance? Because there was more people to put in fucking coffins that year. There were more people afraid that their children might pass away. So they needed to bounce and get health insurance to make sure that they're covered. There were people that had to take themselves off of their health insurance coverage because they couldn't afford to keep their children on as well as themselves. There were people being laid off. So they had to scrape up a little bit of money that they had left to maintain their covert insurance and medications that was still fucking skyrocketing at that time. Business was booming for retails because people were fucking home buying shit online out of emotion, buying fucking treadmills and subscriptions for grocery deliveries and shit like that. Business was booming for certain departments, certain niches, but not the entire economy was booming under Trump during COVID. That there was only certain businesses that were booming, and for those people who were in those businesses, that's why they think that Trump had such this huge revelation of how great he was as a president, and that business was just so great and the economy was just so fucking fantastic and I was making so much money. They're forgetting why that happened and what the root cause of that was in the first place. There were plenty of other people who were suffering during that time and are continuing to suffer. And there's a domino effect of that even 4 years after the fact. So I think people just really need to sit with the realities of what happened in 2020 and what's led.
Facts.
So I mean, you're saying facts, but then you sat there and said
that wasn't Dave. That was SFR.
No, it's a firm. I want to say.
Wait. Let her finish the sentence.
I just want to say,
let her finish the sentence. Let her finish the sentence, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Jazz.
I was just saying that, you know, he's sitting there saying facts, but I mean, you just supported Trump and said that he
straight up and honest. That's what black people problem.
My dear, he's not
honest. Straight up and honest.
He's not honest. Google is free. Tonight alone, he lied 33 times. That's not including any other debate. That's not including any other time his bobblehead, orange head ass got on a platform in a rally and fucking lied, okay? He is not honest. So please come to that fact before you come on this forum and say that. That is simply not true.
Hey, let's start with a real easy one. Can you tell me which state allows for the execution of newborns?
SFR, that's for you.
Repeat that, sorry.
Which state in the United States of America allows the execution of newborns?
Unfortunately, I don't have the info. Would you educate me on that?
I quit. I fucking quit.
Would you educate me on that? Problematic.
I think they're not answering you right now because, like I said, Google is free. And if you actually took the time to watch the debate tonight, a moderator called Trump out on, oh, he left. Look at that.
No, I dropped him. I'm not playing with nonsense.
Yeah, a moderator called him out and straight up told him to his face that there is no law. There is no law, and there has not been a law that allows that. And that's not what Kamala's promoting at all, whatsoever.
Bruh, are you serious? You had to get on Google for that one? You had to get on Google for that one? Bro,
I mean, you would think it's common knowledge that is the most ridiculous statement made.
Ever, bro? A newborn. Rapunzel, go ahead, bro.
Girl, y'all gonna gag when he built that wall. And girl, he tell you burrito bean eating bitches. Girl, have a great one. Y'all gonna gag so bad. But you know what? At this point, might as well. Shit, might as well, girl. Y'all want that $1,200 back so bad. Girl, cause I don't know what that did, bitch, but the PPP loans are back. So girls, no shade, it's time to re-up. You might have a chance at that 20K. It might just be that time. You might just be able to get them new teeth. You might be able to get that new car. But guess what? Don't let the feds find you. Now y'all better learn from the girls of yesteryear. Y'all better put them LLCs in somebody else's name, bitch. You better find your dead ass grandma. And girl, run for cover. That's all I gotta say.
Jasmine?
That was beautiful. Yeah, I mean, there's, at the end of the day, people are going to remain delusional because that's what they choose to do. It's just like I said, Google is free. And I want to make something very clear, and you don't have to believe this. You don't have to believe this. It's not about parties to me. If the parties were flipped, the story would be the same for me. If Kamala was a Republican and if Trump was a Democrat, I still would not fuck with Trump. He's an idiot. It's literally solely based on the fact that he's slow. Like, there just would be no way that I would vote for this man. But adding on all the other very disturbing facts about him from the beginning of his career to current days should tell you everything you need to know. At the end of the day, no matter how you want to slice it, I can prove that you motherfuckers are racist, because if Trump was a black man and had the same rap sheet, these comments would be very different right now.
Y'all know what's funny? I said Jasmine. That person's name is Jamin or Jamin. So I just know because I was looking at YouTube, and then I turned towards the phone. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, how you say your name, brother? Jamin. All right, bro, go ahead.
I don't think Trump's an idiot. I mean, how are you gonna be a multi-millionaire and be an idiot?
What the? I'm sorry. Wait, well, let me calm down. What? Why? Why do you think he's more equipped to run? Do you think he won the debate tonight? Did you watch the debate?
I was busy. I'm actually at college right now, but I watched the end of it. I watched the closing statements. I can't really speak on it, but I did watch the Biden debate. That wasn't so hot.
That was we talking about a current. Hold on, wait. Lord, give me the grace. So since you didn't watch the debate, what made you come up here?
I saw a lot of hate. I don't know. You guys are hating on me.
I don't hate. I don't think
he's racist. I don't think that's just stretching it. Like, he was talking
okay. So would it go ahead, problem?
I wouldn't even let you talk about my baby daddy, so I came up here to defend him and his honor.
All I'm trying to say is, brother, I don't think.
Do
you think the man is equipped to run run the country?
Oh yeah.
Did you, if you would watch that debate and see how Kamala Harris conducted herself versus how he conducted himself, who answered questions and who didn't, there's no logical way you could come to that conclusion. But I'm pretty sure, because if you already got your mindset on voting for somebody, you would come to that conclusion, right?
I'm not going to defend Trump's speaking. I mean, he does say stupid
Then why
stuff.
are you voting for? What makes you vote for him? I'm trying to get an understanding.
Policy alone, he's a businessman.
What policy?
Well, I'm up here living in Minnesota right now. All right.
What policy? I don't care about what yet. But what policy do you like about Trump?
Name anything. Like, I could talk.
Nigga, you name it. You name it. That's the question to you. You said policy.
Baby, you got.
We can talk about the border. We can talk about the price of gas, the price of everything. We can talk
about one. Tell us one policy
Give me a
and how it has a positive impact on you and the rest of this country.
One policy?
Just anything. Give me a policy that Trump put in place, bro. if this is your hero, you should know a policy that he put in place.
Not my hero. I mean,
If that's the person you're voting for, you should know his policy, fam. You should know his policy.
bro, what policy, bro? There's hundreds.
All right, bro. Yeah. But go. I can't, bro.
What about his businesses?
No. It's okay. I'm done. I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not.
You got a paper due at 8:00 this morning. If you don't get your little ass,
I'm not finna, because I'm trying to have a.
And get to writing, girl. Y'all be coming up here, girl, saying the most asinine shit about a man that would probably spit in your face, tell you to sell your sister, and tell your mama fuck you.
They quick to say he's a successful businessman. How?
I said
within these past 2 years, how many of his businesses have been shut down, and how many of them have been sued for bruh?
I literally okay. So wait. Y'all saying that she gonna lead us into World War III? I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna say it like this: the only thing that I feel like enamors them about that orange man is that he was able to do a tax write-off so big to where he did not have to do taxes for, I don't think, a certain amount of years. And then when they asked him about his taxes, he would get quiet.
Yo, wait. Ronky said, "You lucky that my StreamYard link is not working, because you literally said I listened to what Kamala said and it was a bunch of hot air. She did not win this debate. I literally watched Donald Trump avoid every single question. I have the whole thing live streamed. He didn't answer one question. Couldn't even answer how he's going to stop Ukraine and Russia from going to war. He goes on in a tangent every time, and Kamala Harris kept her composure for the most part. There were 2 times I caught on that she didn't have to do that, but it's 2 times, right? But for the most part, she conducted herself well-mannered and even walked up in the beginning to give this man a handshake. So when you put in character versus who answered all the questions, how the fuck? Am I blind? Maybe I gotta put. I'm putting on my. I gotta put on my glasses, because maybe I'm blind. Maybe I didn't see the same debate that y'all saw. Maybe I didn't see it. Cause I'm gonna go back, because y'all got me thinking up.
The questions. She did answer the question.
There's only one stupid.
But she absolutely bullshitted and tap danced around quite a few questions.
Well, the 2.
I think she answered majority of those questions.
The 9-month termination, which she already stated that she strictly supports the reinstatement of Roe versus Wade. So it would be along the guidelines of what Roe versus Wade initially said. And then they had asked her if he had ever met Putin or whatever. She had already answered that question.
She did not say, "Yes, I am black."
Yeah, she said that she met with the, I guess, assistant or somebody. I don't remember the damn man.
As long as they don't take as long as they don't up in my black job, I'm fine. All right. As long as I get to.
Hold on, wait. Well, let's see what universe got to say. Hold on. I'm trying to. Diaz, I'm gonna mute your mic real quick.
Yo.
I'm gonna mute your mic real quick. I'm gonna let this lady talk, or whatever that person identifies. You a lady?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I just wanted to say I am so excited for Kamala to be president. She did such a great job tonight. She's mother effing 8. That's all I had to say.
Well, I appreciate you coming up, man. Thank you so much.
It was cute.
I'm so excited.
It was so cute.
All right, Diaz. Mr. Diaz. You gotta unmute your mic, brother.
I think it's Diz. I don't think he knows that you're talking to him. Diz.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought you were gonna mute me.
I did mute you, but
you go. I don't understand though. Like, she might have even performed and did good at the debate tonight, but she's been the vice president for the past 3.5 years.
Here we go. So what do you want to?
So if she's saying she'll do all this and that, don't you think she would already done it?
No, because she wasn't the president.
What do you mean she's not the president? She could still go close down the borders right now.
She tried to pass a fucking bill. It got vetoed.
Pass a bill to close down the borders. She goes to the border control and she literally tells them to close down the borders. She gets
y'all literally don't look at anything.
With one statement.
Y'all literally don't look up anything, huh?
You don't have to look that up. That's a fact. He can go to border control and shut down this country whenever he is the president of the United States.
4 years to shut down the borders, and he didn't do that either.
Cool.
Wait.
He said Joe Biden stopped building.
They didn't pay for it. They didn't even pay for the wall.
They didn't even pay for the wall. He said that Mexico was going to pay for that wall, and they didn't.
They was already paying for it as Trump was under office.
No, they weren't.
No,
Yes, they were.
Lord, Jesus, are you serious, bro?
And it would be up by now, then, wouldn't it?
Joe Biden took it down. There you go, right there. Look at the bill. He stopped building it.
So you all right. You got it. You got it, bro.
4 years and
wait, hold on. I want to let the brother get his point across.
Let's go back to the original question. 4 years she's been in office. She can do all this stuff. She's talking about inflation. The inflation rates have been crazy as she's been in office. She got asked. Okay, this is the one question I have in particular. She got asked if she had ever met Putin, and I was live streaming the debate. I asked that question myself. I said, "Has Kamala Harris even met Putin?" She bounced from the question of have you met Putin to how she met up with the what's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the dude of what's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if she's ever met Putin or not, but honestly, I feel with the way the world leaders go in World War III, Trump would have a better off with that.
What? Wait, you said Trump would be better off with what? I didn't hear your last.
With stopping World War III than Kamala Harris, just because how he personally
y'all
knows
think
all the
one
leaders.
like do y'all think no one man should have all that power? So y'all think this man can literally stop fucking World War III?
Even the people who was holding the debate was scared to stop him from speaking.
What? They
tried talking over them and they cut her mic so quick and just said the question.
No, she didn't. There were only two times. There were only two times where she interrupted. What are you talking about? Trump was literally monologuing for fucking 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm talking about Trump interrupted as much as he wanted.
What is it? Okay, that doesn't show a leader. That doesn't show a person who can control themselves.
Spoke over the moderators, both of them. So there was not they were scared of Trump. They recognized the position that these politicians are in, so they both allowed them to go on at length sometimes and talk over them and go past their time. That's something that they were giving both of them. That was not something exclusive to Trump because he was so fucking domineering.
And also, Kamala was well poised. When it was time for her to stop, she really stopped. And she asked, can I respond to that? She didn't go off on tangents during the debate and say,
she was
start talking.
The whole debate.
I'm sorry?
No, she wasn't.
She was emotional the whole debate.
No, she was. Are you fucking
kidding
me?
You could see
Trump sweating and getting angry. And
I want to make this
stop using my mic. Wait till the polls come out
tomorrow. You unmute your mic again when I mute you. Drop.
And you're going to see how bad she got schooled, bro. Anyone who knows.
Okay. So what I was trying to say was this. I will be fair on this point. A lot of times what she does, she likes to take credit and ride the coattails of what our administration did. We were able to do this for all the positives, but at the same time, y'all claim she's VP and has absolutely no power. So how does she get to take credit for what the administration did whenever it turns positive? But when people say, hey, you haven't gotten these things done, well, I'm just the VP, I can't do anything. So I think you can't really have it both ways with that she's just the VP argument if she's going to take credit for any of the positives that came out of her and Biden's administration.
Yeah.
It was a part of her administration. So she's a part of that team. She's a part of that conversation.
That's the point, right? That's exactly the point. Is if you're going to take credit for that, then you also have to take some of the responsibility when people say, why didn't you get these things done that you're saying you will get done?
That's not the same thing because
that is exactly the same.
How the branch of government works. Even Joe Biden never had the sole say-so of any fucking thing. Nobody does. Nobody who's president has the sole say-so of anything. So that whole...
I didn't say she had the sole say-so. What I'm saying is that if you're going to... let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. If you're going to ride the coattails and parade around the things that the administration done because you were a part of that administration, you have to go ahead and accept some of the responsibility for critiques that you were not able to get certain things done while your administration was in office.
I mean, they can critique all they want. It is what it is. People are going to do this shit whether they did something right or they didn't. At the end of the day, they don't how the government work because if they did, they wouldn't go on this tangent about what she did or didn't do when they just fucking they have.
Bro, god damn, bro. If I mute your damn mic, can you like stay muted for a second, bro? Like, because you gotta echo one. And then this lady is talking. Jeez. Go ahead.
My fault, bro.
You good. You good.
Yeah, like they're saying that they don't believe that world leaders would respect her enough for her to get anything done. It's like which one is it? If she was to go and if Kamala was to go and say, fuck y'all, let's shut this shit down, and she started, giving all these orders, and let's just say she did have the all powerful say so. You know what they would say about her then? She's a dictator. She's a bitch. She's bratty. She's this. She's that. She doesn't care about anybody else's opinion. Who does she think she is? Like, she can't win either way. Y'all already know that that will be the case. It's all about who does it at the end of the day. Because thus far, even though the proof is in the pudding, that Trump personally killed the bill for the border because he didn't want the Democrats to look good during the Democratic presidency. Hello, they're not speaking on that. They haven't brought that shit up.
Hold on, you'd like to speak on that?
Hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
YouTube.
call us back, baby.
Hold on, YouTube. We gotta.
I don't know if
I'm
you're
gonna
in
end
the
it, but we
hallway.
gonna
I don't know if that megaphone
we gonna
got
run
a
this back
chip in
tomorrow
it,
because I
but
gotta update stream.
you're gonna have to call us back, baby.